nicely, just settling into the position here, not squeezing his arms out.
And we are live here, ladies and gentlemen, for Bellator. 3 minutes left in the first round here between Alfie Davis and Oscar Ownsworth. Welcome, everyone. What's everybody smoking, drinking, eating? Couple of championship belts on the line today for Bellator. This should be a good one, guys. No doubt about it. Championship belt. What's up, Robert Kerrigan, the drunken charge in the house? All right, Alfie Davis. On top of Ownsworth here.
Ownsworth has to be careful here that Alfie Davis doesn't try and sit out. See, Alfie Davis in a good position. His head and his arm are on the same side. It's going to be difficult to
and Davis is almost all the way up. You got a kickboxer and a Muay Thai fighter, so here we are on the ground. Cheers, Robert. Oh, man, standing guillotine here, possible for Ownsworth. Oh, nice elbow in the clinch there from Alfie Davis. Alfie Davis, twice as many MMA fights as Ownsworth coming into this. Davis catching that body kick from Ownsworth. And here comes Davis back on the other side, landing a good body kick of his own. There's a combination from Ownsworth and Davis here in Belfast. Bellator back with fast and furious action. Oh, nice body kick and a right hook there from Ownsworth. Ownsworth letting those hands go. There's a good overhand right. Left hook backing up there from Davis, and the shins crack as both go for body kicks. So I mentioned you got a world kickboxing champion versus an experienced Muay Thai fighter. They've both been in MMA for a minute now. Good overhand right there from Alfie Davis. And this has been an interesting first round here. Opening bout. Oh, good right hook and a left hand there for Davis. Opening bout, main card for Bellator. Right hook for Ownsworth. This is what the crowd expected. There's an exchange of left hooks, and they clash shins again. This is almost like a mirror match at times, or like a kung fu movie. And there's a standing combination from Alfie Davis. Even the standing hammer fist there, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but it just looked hilarious the way he did that. 30 more minutes of Roadhouse, then I will follow along. Hold on, I have to do something. I'll be right back. All right. It's on ESPN Plus, Mike. No, it is actually on HBO Max. PBR Street Gang, cheers, my friend. So Mike Sports Experience is back. It's back going strong. I hope I didn't kill this channel in the meantime. Maybe YouTube just doesn't like this channel. I'm starting to get that idea. Maybe we'll end up doing it on Mike Sports Experience. I don't know. This one's got a lot more subscribers, though. I worked hard to build this channel. And what's going on for up in the chat? I hope everybody is happy to see Bellator back. I don't know how long they're going to be back under the Bellator banner. Of course, the owners of the PFL bought them out. So Bellator and PFL they're the same company. But at least for now, I guess, PFL going to allow Bellator to run on its own. Oh, head kick, spinning wheel kick there from Ownsworth. And he smiles at that. Of course, he smiles. He's the one who landed it. Good side kick there from Alfie Davis. And, these two just putting on a live kung fu movie for us right now. Good right hand there from Ownsworth. And the inside leg kick from Ownsworth. Oh, what a combination there from Ownsworth, the jab and the right hook. Alfie Davis with the spinning elbow out of the corner. And it's a raucous affair here. Good right hand to the body there from Ownsworth. Davis with the body kick backing up and the Superman punch. Wow, these guys have got speed for days. Alfie Davis a minus 600 on live odds right now. Plus 430 on Ownsworth. Good exchange of left hooks. Don't count Ownsworth out of this for a second. There's a spinning elbow for Ownsworth. And the body kick backing up there from Ownsworth. Alfie Davis, I mentioned about twice as many MMA bouts, but there's a great jumping kick to the body from Ownsworth. Oh, right hook and a left hook and a left uppercut from Ownsworth. Good body kick from Davis, but there's a big right hand from Ownsworth. Get that plus money on Ownsworth. It's over plus. It's over 4-1 right now. I'm back, says Drunk. What's up? Adam says notified. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Good right hook there from Ownsworth. Good to see you, man. Hey, Phil D in the house. Good elbow there from Ownsworth. And thank you, Adam from Allen. I appreciate that. Anybody, when you come in the chat, if you can let me know if you got a notification, just like Adam from Allen did right there, I appreciate that. Oh, spinning kick to the body from Alfie Davis. That was nasty. Right in the solar plexus. And there's a good overhand right from Ownsworth. Good body kick there from Ownsworth, and he's dropping levels. These guys just in a striking war right now. Halfway through the second round. Later on today over on our other channel, Mike Sports Experience, we'll be back with some more March Madness as I literally trade hats and shirts later. But for now, we're back to MMA. Yes, my notification came in. Thank you, Phil. And then just in the future too, if you get the notification, if you see it from Twitter, if you see it from Facebook or Instagram, as I continue to figure that monster out, it's a bit of a different animal for the old man. But yeah, just always let me know where you were notified for the stream. Sorry guys, I don't know why my camera keeps unfocusing, but did it again on me here again today. All right, 1:30 left in the second. And there's a takedown from Alfie Davis straight to half guard up against the fence here with 1:22 left in the second. Bellator action. If you're trying to watch along, guys, it is on HBO Max now. No ESPN like PFL was. Same company, but a different contract. So they just go from Showtime to HBO. We'll see if the production value is better. The production value actually I liked on Showtime, but HBO has always had great production in their boxing and everything they've done in sports. I've been a huge fan of HBO, from The Sopranos to The Wire to everything. Basically everything they've ever done. Alfie Davis in full mount here. He is owning Ownsworth. Ownsworth doesn't really know what to do right here. Oh, look at the escape there from Ownsworth, though. Uses the cage and gets back to his feet and squares up at the end of the round. That's a great way to end the round for him. Spinning wheel kick barely misses by a matchstick there from Alfie Davis. And look at this crowd in Belfast. It is full here. They don't just show up like in Los Angeles, Las Vegas. They don't just show up for, the main event. These guys, they are true fight fans, and they're there from the first fight to the last. Just like me and PBR and anybody else that's joining us for Vegas weekend as we watch PFL live in Las Vegas from, the front row of the second to best section. We are right behind the rich people. We're not with the rich people, but we're right behind those motherfuckers. I thought it was especially important to cover some MMA today because I've been doing so much NCAA action, which there is a lot going on right now. But then the other things, I felt it very important to support Bellator today because the fighters need our support right now. That settlement with the UFC is not a good thing for fighters in the long run. All right, Ownsworth with a great body kick to start the third round and a left hook. Nice counter left hook there from Davis. Me and the drunken charge Robert were talking about that on the phone for a minute this morning. Not a good thing. Yes, a few fighters are going to get, $250,000, $279,000. Good body kick there from Ownsworth. Ownsworth is basically owning it, the standing game here. And there's a good head kick from him. And overhand right. It's Alfie Davis is when he's winning this fight is when he gets it to the ground. But now Ownsworth trying to drag him to the ground. Ownsworth really working on his MMA game despite having half the fights that Alfie Davis has. I'm impressed with the showing here. Man, I must have put down nearly 25 natty ices. I was fooked up last night. Vegas is gonna be fire. Hell yeah. Yes. Cheers, Phil D, Robert, PBR, Adam from Allen. Cheers, my friends. Good knee to the body there from Ownsworth up against the cage. And another. I wasn't sure exactly what to do for like a thumbnail and to gain gain attention for this fight in Bellator. I feel like a lot of people didn't know these were happening. Two good knees to the body from Ownsworth up against the fence and a knee from Alfie Davis. Oh, nice elbow from Ownsworth. And I want to go to the live odds on this one. Let's head up DraftKings. And we'll see where the live odds are. I love to watch the live odds now. Head kick there from Davis. Flying knee from Alfie Davis, and Ownsworth is trying to get the takedown. Davis has got a sick guillotine on right now, though. This looks tight. Oh, and there is a lot of blood dripping from somewhere. I'm not sure who's cut. If that was a headbutt or exactly what happened there, but
looks like a busted nose.
Yeah, broken nose. Oh, it looks like they are not showing odds for this fight. I'm not sure why. Next, they just have the main card on here, so okay, that's fine. Oh, big shots from the top here from Alfie Davis, and he is punishing Ownsworth on the bottom, hammer fists. He may get a stoppage. Oh, that was right on the jaw. Ownsworth fighting with heart, but he's got a nose that exploded, and he just ate two more big elbows. There's two more hammer fists. He's attacking that nose. Oh, Alfie Davis is attacking that nose. That is smart. Attack the weaknesses. That's what Bruce Lee would have told you. Started drinking again at 10 a.m. Oh my goodness, Robert. Hey Robert, anybody ever tell you might have a drinking problem? Good knee to the body there from Alfie Davis with just over a minute left in this fight. 2 championship belts on the line tonight. Oh, he is really sitting down on this guillotine. 55 seconds left here for Alfie Davis. And he is wrenching on this. That is deep. He is wrenching on that like a mechanic turning the screws.
It's a very awkward position for Ownsworth to be caught in, especially with that bloody nose.
The heart of Ownsworth to continue to sit in this guillotine, and you know that broken nose, bleeding nose is making it tougher for him to breathe. 15 seconds left to survive. And just a moral victory if he does here for Ownsworth. 5 seconds left and he's out. That blood helps him slide out of the guillotine. And Ownsworth will punch to the bell from the top. And that was a fun fight. That was a very fun fight. I think Alfie Davis took that, but that was a very fun fight. My whole life, I was named the most likely to have a heart attack in my school yearbook in 1997. You graduated in 97 too, Robert? You graduated a year early? I didn't know you were that smart. I promise I didn't flunk. But yeah, I graduated in 97 too. Actually, I remember back then, like if your birthday was before September 1st, you started kindergarten that year. Mine was 14 days later. I was still 4 in kindergarten. So I actually would have graduated in 96 if I'd been born about 2 weeks earlier. All right, Alfie Davis, 86-83. The favor on the strikes. Take down a piece for both men. Stats-wise, this is a very close fight. And that's, you know, why stats, 2 things to that. One thing, that's why stats don't always tell the whole story. But number 2. Sorry, guys, this fucking camera's driving me nuts. I'll tell you, this is an expensive-ass camera, too. Wow, 30-27. That's a bit surprising with...
Alfie Davis put every tool in the striking toolbox on display. Finished with a strong submission attempt. Couldn't get us.
Yeah, that is definitely a bit surprising.
He takes home the decision victory. Impressive performance from Alfie there. Again, I talked about it at the beginning of the fight. He was preparing for somebody else. He thought he was going to be fighting Tafik Masai. Stylistically, someone who's very different than Oscar Ownsworth. And we always talk about the fighter coming in, having, oh, it's tough, you take a fight on short notice. It's equally difficult to be the guy who is preparing for somebody else. And maybe even more pressure because you had the full camp. There's no excuse for you if you don't go out and perform. Alfie Davis did, though.
Absolutely did. You look fantastic. Of course, a very different opponent, as you said. Musayev is far more like Alfie Davis in the way that he strikes, which would have allowed Alfie Davis to use those karate skills with far greater effect. With Ownsworth, he's just going to crowd you. He's going to be in your face the whole time.
All right, I tried to fix the camera there and freaking lost it. That was...
It was a really good performance for Alfie Davis. He has to switch things up. It worked beautiful counters.
That was very strange.
What's next for Alfie Davis?
You know, he has been that consistent. I think he had one fight last year. It's great to see him back in. He has been around a long time.
All right. Sorry about that, guys. The blurriness on the camera was driving me freaking nuts. So if your stream went for a second, I'm sorry. But it should be fixed now. I kicked out of school for under the influence at a choir concert. Found a loophole. Mom moved 6 months prior, so I wasn't even supposed to be in that school. So found only school accept me halfway through the year. As long as I challenged all the finals and graduated before the court date, it wouldn't be on my record. I did all that in a week, and the court wasn't for 2 months, so I beat the system. Down with the system, Robert. All right, Corey Anderson fighting for the vacant light heavyweight belt tonight. I know you guys remember him from UFC. And Patricio Pitbull defending his featherweight title tonight. He'll be defending that against Jeremy Kennedy, former veteran, fought for our country. It would be nice to see him get a belt tonight. But as I mentioned earlier, I think it's nice to see Bellator and support competing MMA leagues just because of the anti-trade suit that just was settled by the UFC, $375 million. But the issue is the fighters now, a lot of their rights that they had just recently, they're going to lose now. Clarke and Darius Mafi fighting next in the most competitive division in MMA, that of course being the bantamweight division. All right. Ciaran, Clarke, and Darius Mafi up next. If you're not able to find this anywhere, as I mentioned, it's on Max, HBO Max. They have plans now starting at $10 a month or maybe even less. Like if you have some of the ad-supported plans. But here's the thing that I just realized, guys. I've been watching the NCAA games on my Android box. I just realized HBO Max now is not just HBO anymore. You get TBS, TNT, and True TV, which are all channels that are covering the NCAA tournament. All the games for this tournament are on one of those three channels, I think, until we get up to the Sweet 16 or maybe even the Elite 8. Darius Mafi made his pro MMA debut December of 2019. All 5 wins via first-round stoppage. He has a Bellator PFL record of 0-1. I was in honors class. I got expelled from school indefinitely back then for accidentally starting the school bathroom on fire. Panicked, threw a cigarette in the guards like an idiot. Didn't take long to flame up. Hey, we're all idiots in high school, Robert, for the most part. And those that aren't idiots are, it seems like they peaked early and they didn't do much with the rest of their life. I don't know. Just seems to me my experience. Ciaran Clarke, undefeated 8-0. 4 of previous 5 wins have come by stoppage. 3rd longest active Bellator winning streak. There with 8 for Ciaran Clarke. So all 8 of those wins coming in the Bellator cage. Drinking every night until 3 a.m., doing drugs like meth, acid, mushrooms. Some of my teachers even said I had too brilliant of a mind to be on drugs. Well, I think just about anybody's got too brilliant of a mind to be on drugs, though. But yeah, you're a smart guy, man. I've talked to you quite a bit, Robert. You're definitely no dummy, man. All right, Darius Mafi, 3 years older at 31. Ciaran Clarke, an inch taller at 5'8". He has a 1-inch reach advantage at 66 inches. Both of these guys weighed in within half a pound of the bantamweight limit. Iran versus Ireland. Let's fucking go. And as I mentioned, Ciaran Clarke, he is a finisher. and should be a big favorite in this one. Let's go over to DraftKings and check out the odds. Are not up for this one either. Odds are only up for the main card. So I lied. I don't know why they're not up, but I guess they're not. They're only taking bets on the main card. I don't quite understand why, but all right, here we go, boys. Once again, if you do leave the room, if you are able to keep your phone, tablet, computer streaming, it is much appreciated. We do continue to need views and hours. Mike Sports Experience, moving strong for how long we were dormant. Peak of 43 concurrent viewers during the WSU game last night. WSU barely pulled that out. I want to parlay. Parlayed Gonzaga and WSU money lines for plus 166. So pretty much the same now without the meth and acid, Robert. I think it was the drugs that made my mind brilliant. I got straight F's and Sousa before the drugs. Oh, that's great. All right. A lot of blood in this cage, and round one about to start. Here we go. Clarke with the red tape, Mafi with the blue tape. We got Iran versus Ireland. Clarke with the red tape. From Ireland, Mafi with the blue tape from Iran. Oh, and there's a good left hand. Clarke starting out early with the left hand there. Overhand right from Mafi. Clarke ducks under. Oh, lands two beautiful uppercuts. 4-strike combination, 2 knees to the body, and 2 right uppercuts there from Clarke. That was slick. That was absolutely slick. Good right hook to the body from Mafi, but a pinpoint left hook there from Clarke, and Clarke is picking him apart right now. Ciaran Clarke putting on a clinic. There's a nice left hook from Mafi. Don't expect to see a lot of grappling from either two of these individuals. As soon as I say that, of course, there'll probably be a takedown. A good right hook upstairs there from Clarke, and a nice left hook. Mafi trying to break the distance. A right hook to the body, and Clarke does go for the takedown, and he gets it quickly. And he's got the back. He's got hooks in. He's looking to end this quickly and violently. That's the way we like it here, guys. Quick and violent. That's what she said. And Clarke on the back of Mafi. Mafi doing his best to fight this off, but I'm not sure he knows what he's doing here, to be honest. I don't know what the odds are on this, but I assume Ciaran Clarke probably a very big favorite here. DraftKings only showing me odds for the main card here. Oh, big right hands on the ground here from Clarke. 245 left here in the first. There's a couple more left hooks from Clarke on the ground. I just hope the production here on HBO is similar to the production they used to have for boxing, because they were the absolute best when it came to boxing. HBO Boxing After Dark, and we got HBO Fights back. And Clarke on top lands another good right hand here. Half mount. Mafi trying to escape here. We'll see if the referee might decide on a stand-up here. I'm not sure. Coming close to the 2-minute warning for round 2. And they are at a bit of a stalemate now, ref. I think this ref's going to look to maybe stand him up. Oh, as soon as I said that, Clarke did switch positions, though, and he's riding Mafi. Oh, there's a good right hook from Clarke. Yeah, Mafi drowning right now. There's a couple more right hooks from Clarke. A right uppercut from underneath and a right hook to the ear from Ciaran Clarke. Coming down to 1:15 left here in this first round. Were you able to find a stream, Rob? I hope you were, brother. Oh, there's another good right hook there from Clarke. I hope you were able to find a stream, brother. If not, let me know, and I might have something for you. Couple of good right hooks. 3, 4 right hooks from Clarke. And this referee, I think he still thought about standing this up, but Clarke just laying a lot of punishment right now. Oh, that was a beautiful right uppercut. Big right hooks, and Mafi's head is trapped up against the pads there. And he sits up and almost has to give into an arm triangle to sit up. It's not on ESPN Plus. It's on HBO Max. So that is the new home of Bellator. Remember HBO Boxing After Dark, Robert? Now it's HBO MMA. My phone is supposed to be a smartphone, but never knows what I'm trying to say. You got to be smarter than the phone, Robert. Maybe Robert's phone's been drinking. Stole a couple beers from him. Pretty sure I can find a stream. All right, good deal, man. Yeah, this main card is a pretty damn good main card. Like I mentioned, 2 titles on the line. Patricio Pitbull Feirre defending his Featherweight Championship against Jeremey Kennedy. And then Corey Anderson still chasing that dream. Never touched UFC gold. He was close a couple of times, even though he has a victory over Ryan Bader in Bellator. He still never has touched MMA gold in Bellator either. He most likely will do that tonight. He is the odds-on favorite to defeat his opponent for the vacant Bellator Light Heavyweight Championship. Yeah, he is a minus 520 favorite over Karl Moore. Oh, nice right uppercut there from Clarke. And Clarke quickly and violently trying to get this back to the ground. Wrapping that left leg around the left leg of Mafi, trying to just drag him down. What happened to all the power slams? We don't see as many double leg power slams as we used to see in early MMA. Oh, there's a big right hook from Mafi. He comes out swinging. He says, enough of that wrestling shit. Let's go, boy. And there's a right uppercut from Mafi. And he throws an overhand right. Clarke ducks under that one. Lands a nice left hand of his own. There's a right hand left hook for Mafi, though. Good straight left lands for Clarke. Snaps the head of Mafi back, and he goes for the single leg. Clarke dragging Mafi to the ground one more time. Taking him down just to beat on him some more. I think Mafi wishes he would have signed up for the kickboxing match right now instead of the MMA match, because things would be most likely be going much better for him. Oh, Clarke landing some nasty right hands on the ground up against the cage here. There's another right hook. I've seen a lot of fighters lately press that elbow down, like right on the neck of fighters. I don't think this has ever been addressed, but like Can you just grab him by the neck like this with the hand? Is that considered a single joint manipulation, I wonder? Just grab him by the neck. Push down and squeeze like Darth Vader style. I don't know what the rules say about that, but that'd be fun to see. How about we get a nice choke slam like old school Sid Vicious? All right, coming up on halfway through the second round, and Ciaran Clarke is still not putting Darius Mafi out of his misery here. But he's doing his best. Working up the cage, still in half guard here. The one thing Mafi has down is that shrimp crawl to the cage. He just needs to get the other parts of that put together so he can get back to his feet. Oh, Mafi looks exhausted, though. Look at it. Look at how red he is. That face is beet red. And Mafi was only able to get up at the very end of the first round. Clarke easily winning the first round. He's been dominating the second. So I got it 10-9 for Clarke after the first one. But, hey, there's Big John McCarthy. Big John McCarthy and the punk Josh Thompson were talking on their podcast recently. They're like, hey, this has been a great year for us. Josh was saying that, and John's like, well, except for the fact we lost our jobs. So it's good to see John McCarthy doing at least a little bit of an interview there. Hopefully he's getting paid something, but I know their podcast is going very well. I'm a bit envious, honestly, of their podcast. All right, just under a minute left to go. Don't forget to hit that like and share button, guys. I don't think a lot of people knew that Bellator was on today. Maybe I should have done a better job of letting people know. But Clarke and half mount up against the fence now. Brutal left hooks. There's 3, 4, 5, 6. Mafi's got to defend himself. Clarke just needs to keep going there. He could get a stoppage. Mafi did. So what Mafi did is he wrapped his arm around the arm of Clarke and basically got his arm in a triangle there. It worked. It stopped Clarke from landing the right hand over and over again. Mafi's just outgunned when it comes to the ground game here, though. Clarke with a big elbow from the top. And more left hooks. And this referee really could stop this. And I would have liked to have seen this fight stopped. Darius Mafi, he was just taking unanswered shots. Nowhere to go there. Thank you, Robert. I seen the share over on the Fights with Friends chat. Appreciate that, brother. I mean, it is Friday. It's not even 1 o'clock here on the West Coast. So I imagine some people, I know some people have jobs. So, but PBR, that's not an excuse for him. PBR's here. He's got a job. He's watching from work. I imagine you're at work. All right, let's go into the corner here. Under the corner of Mafi. Mafi obviously needs a finish here. It is at least 20-18 for Clarke, if not a 10-8 round in there. I didn't give him a 10-8 round because I didn't feel it's quite that dominant, but the second could have been a 10-8. All right, final round of this fight. Here we go. A lot of blood in this cage. What's up, Professor Chaos? Is OSP post-USADA going to go for another title run? Oh, that's funny. Talking about post-USADA. We're going to talk about a fighter here soon because somebody just got a 4-year suspension under the new testing facilities for the UFC. Oh, and Clarke lands a good right hook. Immediately takes Mafi back down to the ground. Looking for the arm triangle here. Oh, he's got mount. Does he have a choke? I think he has an arm triangle. There it is, and there's the tap. And Mafi taps, and Ciaran Clarke make that 9 wins in a row for him. 9-0 in MMA. All of those fights in Bellator for Ciaran Clarke. I would like to see him step up the competition, but I don't think that's exactly what tonight is about. I think a lot of this is about showcasing your Ireland fighters there in Belfast, similar to when the UFC had some of their earlier England cards. I know they're more competitive now, but back in the day, a lot of times they would just try to highlight like their English fighters, and guys like Michael Bisping would get very favorable decisions, like after getting knocked out by Anderson Silva and somehow still winning the fight. That's one that will always bother me. I'm sure Anderson Silva not happy about that one either, but of course he is long retired from the sport of MMA. 8 up in the chat. Don't forget to hit that like button and the share button. If you're new, what are you friggin' new? You're not able to chat, make sure and hit the subscribe button, and welcome. If you are new to the chat, let us know. This is a pretty tight-knit community here. So if somebody comes in that's not a regular or not in here a lot of the times, please get in the chat, introduce yourself. We'll give you a warm welcome, and thank you. Thank you for being here. All right, main card is starting next. 5-fight main card, 2 titles on the line. First fight, Tim Wolf and Manoel Sousa. Odds-wise, this is a coin flip, guys. I don't know a lot about either one of these guys, but the odds are coin flip, so hopefully that means it'll be a good fight. James Gallagher returns in the second fight against Leandro Higo. That should be a barn burner. All right, let's get the official decision here, and we'll go through the rest of the card. All right, Ciaran Clarke getting it done. Winner by submission, moving to 9-0. All of those wins in Bellator. And Dan Hardy, your man, the man, PBR Street Gang. Dan Hardy here doing the in-cage interviews now for Bellator as well. So he wants to thank the Lord for allowing him to beat another man in a submission tonight. We all know how much the Lord Jesus Christ loves his violence.
In September, I can't do Dublin, but I can do September, San Diego, London. I'd love that. Love to get abroad. And hopefully
Bellator I don't know if they're doing other fights, but they're only doing 5 of these Championship Series events this year. Hopefully they do a few other smaller fight nights. Me and PBR were talking about this. Actually, it was me and Robert were talking about this. I'm sorry, we're talking about hopefully there'll be some more Bellator cards this year, so all of us can go because they're much cheaper than the UFC. UFC's kind of pricing everybody out. So he says he'll fight whoever. He didn't fight whoever tonight, though. Darius Mafi not ready for the storm that is Ciaran Clarke. Absolute domination. All right, guys. Main card coming up here on HBO Max. If you're watching along, it's on HBO Max. If you don't have HBO Max, I'm here for you. That's what I'm here for with the audio. But if you want to watch along, that's where it is. Extra benefit fit for HBO Max. I would recommend some of you guys maybe look into HBO Max because they are showing all of the NCAA matches right now. You notice they're all on TNT, TBS, True TV in the early rounds. HBO Max has True TV, TNT, TBS. They own those channels and they're part of the HBO Max suite. So hope to get a pick with Dan the Man Hardy. And we'll try to make that happen, PBR. Just, I'll hand you some money before we go to events, PBR, just in case you have to bail me out. But if Dan is not, if he is not readily available, I will, try to talk to security and go over there and say, hey, you need to come over here and take a pic with my friend PBR. I got HBO Max, says Phil. Well, there you go, man. So you got all the NCAA games too. And they have a lot of stuff on there now. HBO Max it's just a complete suite now. That new Wonka movie too. I mean, I think it's worth it. $15 a month. 10. I think you can get a $10 ad supported plan. I hate ads. Especially extra ads, screw that. So I get the ad-free plan on pretty much everything. Except for Peacock. When Peacock came in, I was I already had HBO Max, Paramount Plus. I was like, this is the last one pretty much that I want to pay for. And then Peacock decides to do premium, and I was like, oh man. So I did end up getting the ad-supported one on that one because I wasn't even going to get it. But there was some stuff on there the family likes to watch, a few things I like. So I found some deal that was $20 for a year. Got $20 for a year, so I have the ad support. What's up, Greg Brimstone? What the heck? Fights started already? Yeah, they're in Ireland, man. Also, what's up, guys? Greg Brimstone. Cheers, my friend. Good to see you in the house. Professor Chaos says, I sprinkled about 1,000 on Tesla shares. Might be a good time to buy. I think so. Good investment. Professor Chaos. I always like to see people investing in themselves in their future. Good. I think that's a good buy, man. I don't think they're going anywhere. We got it for Game of Thrones and The Sopranos, but it's been great. I have a Sopranos box set now. Not got yet, though. Freaking expensive. Cheers, Greg. And Greg Brimstone, another premium member. Greg, Phil, and PBR Street Gang, all premium members. I forget to give Greg credit for being a long-time premium member sometimes. But thank you, Greg, also for being the premium member, PBR and Phil, here on Fights with Friends. I know I've been streaming from the other channel, Mike Sports Experience, a lot recently because I've been doing the NCAA games, but I wanted to make sure and come back and show love to our primary channel here, Fights with Friends. So here we are. All right, from Belfast, North Ireland, the SSE Arena. And I think a lot of people probably watching NCAA action as well here. And let's head over for some scores. I just got the main card is starting now, but I need some scores. I need my NCAA fix here too. My March Madness fix. So let's see what's going on over here. Oh, wow. San Diego State and UAB, a point in between. San Diego State up 1 point on UAB with 1:35 left to go in that game. That's over on TNT. Fabian Edwards taking on Aaron Jeffery today. This is a 3-minute bout. Great Britain versus Canada. And yes, that Edwards, Fabian Edwards, the brother of UFC champion Leon Edwards. That's your 3-spot fight tonight. We're going to start off with Tim Wilde and Manoel Sousa. So Championship Series, 8 Championship Series events. There will be a title fight and a number 1 contender fight on every single card in this Championship Series this year. So
including 2 incredible fights tonight. I love what's happening with Bellator. It's a heritage brand that needed to be preserved, that needed to be kept rolling, and we're doing it on the worldwide stage.
Absolutely, and the fact that we've got 2 championship fights on every single card, we're going to have champions rolling out every single event to bring the fans the fights that they want to see. You know, the roster of Bellator has got some of the best fighters in the world, and the fact that they're going to be fighting...
And Dan Hardy saying, yes, the Bellator roster does have some of the best fighters in the world. Better than the PFL roster, in my opinion.
The opportunity will be presented to them to try and get that gold belt, and we've got some gold belts to give out tonight. I cannot wait.
And Liam McCourt, I know you wanted to fight here in the hometown. I know you wanted to be part of the first Bellator Championship Series.
Wow, and I didn't even recognize Liam McCourt here.
You're here on the commentary.
Not dressed up as a fighter. Wow, she is a smoke show. Are you guys watching this? Did you guys realize how much of a smoke show Liam McCourt is when she's not in the cage? Wow. Hell yeah, back at you guys. This is great. Does anyone know if the Chandler McGregor fight has been officially signed? Seen a lot of buzz. Wasn't sure. It's official yet. I have no idea, man. I don't think it is official yet. Here's the dates. If you guys want to take notes, the dates, because I know Bellator likes to hide these cards. Hopefully HBO Max will advertise this more, though. May 17th, Paris, France. June 22nd, back in Dublin, Ireland. September 7th, San Diego show. September 14th, London, England. October 12th, back to the States in Chicago, Illinois. And then November 16th, back to Paris, France. So beginning in France in May, ending the year in France. So good stuff here from Bellator. And there are your current champions. Chris Cyborg, the women's featherweight. Patchy Mix at bantamweight. Patricio Pitbull at featherweight defending his title tonight. Usman Nurmagomedov, lightweight champion. Jason Jackson, the welterweight champion. And speaking of lightweights, Tim Wilde and Manoel Sousa waiting in the back, about to enter the Bellator cage. Yeah, I don't think that's happening yet, Greg. I don't know that Conor ever gets back inside the cage, to be honest. I know he just finished the Roadhouse movie, so maybe he gets moving that direction now, but he's not happy with the UFC. He's got 2 fights left on his contract. Dana's been trying to get him to sign another 8-fight contract, which Dana does this to everybody. He got John to sign an 8-fight contract. He got Anderson to sign an 8-fight contract at like 46. And it's all he's doing is trying to tie these guys up, basically, so they can't get famous somewhere else. He wants to take the money from the fighters, the UFC does, and then he wants to take their popularity, their lineage, their name. It's too much. All right, Manoel Sousa, undefeated at 10-0, making his way to the Bellator cage right now. This guy's a monster for 155. I'm finished with the new Roadhouse movie now. I'm following along on a stream side. Good stuff. How was the movie, Robert? I've seen mixed reviews. I've seen some places like Rotten Tomatoes saying that they really liked it. It was really good. And then some people saying it was just atrocious, that the main actor, James, I can't remember his last name, saying he was the only bright spot in there as an actor. And then other people saying it was just as good or better than the original. So curious to get your take on that, Robert. Don't give it to us now, though. Why don't you do you don't have to, but if you would like, why don't you do a quick short for us and give us a 60-second movie review? And I will post it in the shorts on the channel. Oh, dude, I want to watch that. James Gyllenhaal or some shit. James Gallagher later. Oh, yeah. Oh, the Roadhouse movie. I actually liked it a lot. Of Easter eggs, paying tribute to the original. Nice. All right. Tim Wilde, 11 years older at 36, 2 inches taller at 5'11". Tim Wilde with a 7-inch reach advantage at 75 inches. Throw that all out the window. Manuel Sousa is going to come in here and destroy this man in front of this Ireland crowd. It's Brazil versus Great Britain, and I have a feeling, guys, Brazil is going to stomp Great Britain into the ground here. Manuel Sousa undefeated 10-0. The guy is just an absolute powerhouse. So I will continue to put finishes on Twitter. I have to be very careful about my finishes on YouTube and the shorts there, because I did get an official copyright strike for posting the winner, the finish Marcin Tybura over Tai Tuivasa from the past UFC. I thought I might be good because it was just a 1-minute short, but they got me. So three official strikes in, I want to say it's like 90 days, and you lose your channel. So can't be taking those kind of chances. All right, out of the blue corner with a record of 10 wins against 0 losses. He has finished every single fight but one. 6 by knockout, 3 by submission. Manoel Sousa. Or excuse me, Sousa. Pronounced Sousa. And out of the red corner, 17 wins against 4 losses and 1 draw with 7 knockouts and 1 submission, representing Great Britain, Tim Wilde. And even though they are pretty close to neighbors, a lot of boos here. There are a lot of Irish people that don't have a lot of love for Great Britain and their fighters. So that's why you hear more boos than cheers here. All right, and here we go. Round 1, Sousa in the blue tape, Wilde in the red. Look for Sousa to let those hands go early and look for a quick finish. Both guys filling each other out from the outside here. Oh, big right hook for Sousa. There's another big right. Sousa, oh, there's a nice right hand from Wilde right on the chin of Sousa. Sousa never been defeated. Good left hand there from Sousa. Good straight right from Wilde. I'll tell you one thing. I don't think this one's going to the scorecards, boys. 4 minutes left here in the first. And yeah, Sousa's shooting for the fences here. It's a good thing it's a 3-round fight for him because he wouldn't make 5 at this pace. Front kick to the body and a right hand up top for Wilde. There's a right hook for Sousa. Oh, nice left hook for Sousa, and he drops levels. Sousa looks like a lightweight version of Yoel Romero, for those that don't have eyes on this. Good knee to the inside thigh there from Wilde. Another good knee there from Sousa. I'm just posting this again to the Twitter, guys, because I realize if I get this link, if you guys could like and share this, I would appreciate. Try to move it up in the algorithms here. All right, if anybody there on Twitter, if you're not following me, Seattle Mike at Fights W Friends, you can also follow me from that link. I'll give you a follow back. Good left hand there from Wilde. 2:12, 11, 2:10 left in the first round. Good straight right there from Wilde. Two minutes left in the first. Oh, nice left hand. Another counter left hook there from Wilde. He's definitely faster than Sousa and lands a good low leg kick there and a left hand upstairs. I thought Sousa was going to walk over Wilde, but he is making Sousa miss badly right now. And there's a good left hand to the body for Wilde. He's got Sousa up against the fence. Spinning wheel kick to the solar plexus. Lands for Tim Wilde. There's a right hand and left hook for Sousa. Wilde making him chase him, though. Making him try to find the range. Wilde, I believe, had an 8-inch reach advantage, and he is using that very wisely in the cage right now. Oh, another couple good left hands there from Wilde, and his footwork is beautiful right now. Sousa flat-footed, moving in straight lines. And Wilde just continually making him miss badly. There's a good left hand from Wilde and another. Pops his head back with a third. There's a right hook for him. There's a right hook for Sousa, though. Wilde can't take a lot of those. Sousa's got a lot of power. Oh, there's a left hook from Sousa. He's on the inside now. Wilde fights him off with a right hook to the body and the left hand upstairs, snapping Sousa's head back. Great counter striking in the first round from Wilde. Wilde faked a takedown attempt there, but I think he wants to keep this standing. He's doing a good job of countering right now. And he's got Sousa lined up on the fence once again. There's a good left hand from him. Ah, yes, left hand from Sousa! And it's all over. Wilde is out. Are you fucking kidding me? He just flatlined this man. Oh my goodness! Holy shit! Are you kidding me? Manoel Sousa. It just took one, and he dropped the bomb on Tim Wilde. Wow. Did anybody get the license plate for that truck? Because that was a hit and run, and there is a victim laying in the roadway. My goodness. That was insane. Absolute insanity here in Belfast.
Sousa, who was really struggling to land a glove
Oh, damn. And I am going to post the short on this. I'm going to post it in both places because Bellator hasn't got me yet. No. And I don't know that they're going to as long as I cut the sound on this replay. They are not showing Tim Wilde, guys, and I hope we don't have the first fatality in the history of Bellator, but the camera is going nowhere near Tim Wilde right now. I hope he is awake. He looked like he was completely flatlined, 100% unconscious. Wow, where is Tim Wilde? Where did they hide the body? Oh my goodness. That was horrifying. And they are not showing the replay right now. Tim Wilde was just dominating that fight. It just took one from Sousa. All right, Tim Wilde is conscious. He is alive. That's almost a bit of a surprise if you guys seen that shot. Man, that was something else. Let's see the replay here. Oh my goodness. Sousa and Wilde. Sousa with the overhand right. Let's look at that again. Just flatlines Tim Wilde. Let's look at it from another angle. He is face first in the canvas one more time. Holy shit. That was a shot. Man. What a frigging shot. Good night, Irene. No, big shot, I believe, was the left hook. Sorry, fellas, I had to leave the chat for like 10 minutes. And cousin called in New Hampshire. Needs me to come out next week on Thursday. Stay the weekend to help his wife plant a garden. Hey, good stuff, man.
11-0, Manoel Sousa still yet to taste defeat.
Man, Manoel Sousa going to 11-0 with 10 finishes now. That was an electrifying knockout.
That was a very challenging first round. He was moving a lot, but eventually you landed the power punch. Tell me what the game plan was.
Primeiro round ele se movimentando bastante. Segundo você chegou e soltou essa mãozada. Como é que foi a estratégia para essa luta? Good night, Belfast! A estratégia para essa luta, cara, eu treinei muito de pé para essa luta aí. Foi campo que eu fiz, treinei mais de pé do que chão, porque faltando mês aí eu machuquei o joelho, mas Deus me capacitou para eu estar aqui, fazer o trabalho e concluir este nocaute maravilhoso aí hoje. How we doing, Belfast?
Man, that was an absolute bomb from Manoel Sousa. And I'm loading up that short right now, guys.
Did you know you would get to him in the end?
Você viu alguma surpresa no jogo dele? Ele é cara muito elusivo, que se movimenta muito, mas você conseguiu, enfim, chegar e acertar com a mão certeira aí na cabeça dele. Cara, no começo do jogo eu vi que ele estava se movimentando muito e foi questão de tempo para eu me encaixar o meu jogo, né? Saber pro lado que ele estava se movimentando.
All right, guys, that short is going up right now, and hopefully that one's gonna go viral. That was quite the shot. Interview here from Manoel Sousa, much deserved.
Essa força toda vem do Nordeste. Eu quero, já que eu tô aqui, eu quero mandar abraço pra minha mãe, que ela tá me assistindo agora. E um abraço pra galera do Brasil que tá me acompanhando lá. Mamãe, eu te amo, eu tô aqui por você. Você é a minha força. Well, this strength comes from northeastern Brazil. This is where this is made. Just happy to be here. Give a shout out to my mom. Send her a big hug. Mom, I love you. I'm here for you. Thanks for everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for your winner, Manoel.
All right, there's your winner, Manoel Sousa, getting it done.
Beautiful performance by Manuel Sousa to lead
Man, what a shot.
knockout victory. A ton of momentum for this young man as he dispatches an incredibly tough opponent in Tim Wilde.
Yeah, Tim Wilde, everything was going his way until one shot landed.
And the elusive Tim Wilde is in the wrong place at the wrong time, but when the left hand comes,
Oh, what a punch.
Man,
Perfectly timed right.
that was just absolutely nuts.
Relaxed a little bit, like, we're in
It was the left hook. I think I said the right hand before. It was actually the left hook for Manuel Sousa.
the midst with a punch. You have to be out of the way. I don't even think that you could defend that.
He got the right hook on the temple before that, but it was a left hook right on the jaw that put the lights out for Tim Wilde. Oh my goodness, that was something else.
with a first round knockout victory. And Leah, for me, this is actually a perfect illustration of what I tried to tell my friends who are not necessarily MMA fans, but they're sports fans. The thing that separates MMA is that you can be having
Accidentally typed Sousa earlier. Wonder if it was a premonition. Oh, wait, no. So, he knows I have a green thumb because I studied horticulture and floriculture in high school and college. Nice. Good stuff, man. Glad to see you getting to travel, too. It's good to get out of the house and good to go other places and get shit done sometimes. All right, guys, I'm going to go take a quick restroom break here. I will be back. Let's put up the next fight. I'm going to put up the next fight and a poll, and then I'll be right back because we got Mr. James Gallagher. He is very popular here in Ireland. Who's got some Irish blood in them, by the way, in this crowd? I know we got a couple people with some Irish blood. James Gallagher, Leandro Higo. This fight basically a toss-up on the odds. Higo a slight favorite at the moment. Leandro Higo minus 115. James Gallagher minus 105. So basically negative money on both guys if you're betting. All right, I'm going to use the restroom and I'll be right back, boys and girls. right, guys, here comes Mr. James Gallagher. And let me share that knockout with you guys, though. Just 1 second. I'm going to share it to Twitch and to our Facebook group as well. All right, Leandro, Higo, 8 years older at 35. Both men 5'8". Higo will have a 5-inch reach advantage at 69 inches. This match in the featherweight division. Thank you, Greg, for the repost and the like. Appreciate it, my man. And a separate post. Beautiful.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following fight is scheduled for 3 rounds of action in the featherweight division. Introduces first, fighting out of the blue corner. Here's a BJJ specialist.
Appreciate it, my man. These classes were like 7 years ago. Oh. Want to get some land, start my own weed farm eventually, but it's probably just a pipe dream. All right, out of the blue corner, 22-6 as a martial artist, 13 submissions and 3 knockouts. Leandro, Higo. It's my pipe dream as well. Maybe one day we can start a Fights with Friends weed farm. Oh, that'd be great. That would be incredible. Hey, I know PBR's got some knowledge in that culture. Out of the red corner with a record of 12 wins against 2 losses and 9 submissions, representing Ireland, James Gallagher. So both of these guys, big submission artists. So they both can throw some hands. Not a lot of finishes, though. Actually, 0 knockouts for Gallagher. Just 3 knockouts for Higo. But both these guys have a ton of submissions. And, you know, a lot of times guys get submissions after hurting somebody with a big shot. So doesn't mean these guys can't strike. It just means they're, you know, they're full mixed martial artists. They're not just kickboxers here. All right, Leandro, Higo, James Gallagher. Who's going to win this one? Any guesses? I'm going to take the slight underdog in Gallagher. Yeah, I'll be down. Mike, imagine having your own strain. Be huge for channel. Probably help it grow. No pun intended. Oh, the Fights with Friends strain. That would be awesome. All right, first round here, Gallagher and Higo. I think I need to get bigger in my state of Washington. That's why I've been covering so many local teams, too, on my regular channel. And, of course, I support, you know, I'm a fan of our local basketball, baseball, football teams. But and both guys just kind of waiting on the outside for the other to make a move first. Gallagher slowly using that jab just as a feel. He's not even really jab. He's just kind of reaching the fist out and trying to find the range here. Throws the right hook. He wasn't close enough yet. There's a 1-2 from Gallagher. It'd be interesting. Oh, Higo goes for the head kick immediately. They're not able to get it. Good body kick there from Gallagher. Double jab there from James Gallagher. Oh, nice right hand down the pipe from James Gallagher. And a good low leg kick. If we have anybody that's got any ins in like international crowds, I feel like it would be great to be able to advertise this channel more for these international events. Like, could maybe get a lot of Ireland fans for something like this. I don't know. I just don't even know how to market to them. And both Higo and Gallagher just kind of dancing around the outside, not quite within range. Both of them a little hesitant to make the first move here. Good left hand gets through there for Gallagher. There's an inside leg kick for Higo. What's up, Seven? Let's get it on. How's the card? Well, we did just see a smashing knockout. If you want to get some eyes on it, one shot blast. One of the best one-punch knockouts I've ever seen, Seven. There's the link for that. I put a short up on it here on the channel. Hopefully it's not been removed. No, it has not. And just a lot of patty cake here early in the first round, though. A bit disappointing between Higo and Gallagher. Hopefully somebody gets the range and starts landing some shots soon. No booing out of this crowd yet. A big pro Gallagher fan here in crowd in Ireland. And there's a big right hand from Higo. And he points at Gallagher and says, yep, that's how you do it. Gets the takedown and he pushes Gallagher into the fence. Gallagher working on a guillotine from his back here, though. Both these guys have a lot of submissions to their name. What's up, Seven? Pretty good knockout earlier. Yeah, that was a blast. That was a blast of a shot. Damn, what a left. Yes, thank you, Seven. Was the music too loud over my commentary? I thought that was a good one. From Rage Against the Machine. I thought that was a good song. Think I heard a shot. Couple of good right hands and a left hook from above here for Higo, trying to work through the guard of Gallagher. Remember, both these guys have incredible jiu-jitsu games. Most of their finishes by submission. Gallagher working on a leg lock here from his back. Higo standing. Oh, Higo's in trouble here. You can tell he is trying to knee the legs, the knees, anything he can. Gallagher might have this. He goes in a tough spot here. He is not letting go. Goes back to the straight ankle lock. 15 seconds left in the first. And if Higo takes his left leg and just steps over, like, I think he'll be out of this. Or excuse me, his right leg. His left leg's the one trapped. And that is the end of the round. So I got to give it to Gallagher. He had a deep submission attempt. I think he landed the more strikes. 10-9 James Gallagher. Rage was one of my favorite bands. Me too, man. Damn, what audio was fine. Thank you. One thing about background music, it's better to choose something instrumental. The lyrics can clash your commentary sometimes and muddle what you're trying to do. It's my 2 cents. Yeah, I usually do try to do the instrumental. I don't know. I just wanted to hear that. I just want to put that song on there. But that, maybe not a good idea. Better to just, do the instrumentals. And I do a lot of instrumentals on the channel. Trying to say, damn, I really need to start spell checking before I send. Rob says, thinking the same thing, Greg. All right, round 2. I don't think Robert's phone has spell check. He's got 8s in his letters now. All right, here we go. Round 2, Gallagher and Higo. Expect Higo to try to get the takedown much quicker this time. I think he'll have some success with his wrestling there. But, of course, as soon as he started to get his first takedown, he almost got submitted with an ankle lock, so he may be even more hesitant. Both of these guys just poison with their jiu-jitsu. And strikes in the first round, 17-2 in favor of Higo. A lot of those were strikes, though, trying to get out of that ankle lock. So that's why stats can be very deceptive. Good left hand upstairs from Higo. 8, because I made that mistake so many times. The last thing I texted. All right, 4 minutes left in the second. Higo looking for Gallagher, I believe, to walk into this overhand right. But neither guy really willing to make the first step here. Gallagher's lands a front leg kick there. He's got Higo backed into a corner up against the cage. Higo's almost ran out of real estate a couple of times here. Good inside leg kick from Higo. And Leandro Higo, just a very underrated featherweight, in my opinion. Those out of the UFC, more casual fans and stuff maybe aren't familiar with him. But he is a hell of a fighter. James Gallagher, of course, a submission specialist. Oh, good inside leg kicks there from Higo. Right, overhand right lands for Gallagher. Higo answers with a left hook. They are fighting in spurts, but the spurts that have been there have been exciting. And Gallagher measuring again here now. He wants to land that right hook. He says, I know I can get there with it. He's just got to make sure to get back on defense to not get countered afterwards. Halfway through the second, halfway through the fight. Some reason when I type "and," my phone wants to write AMD because I made that typo too many times. Oh, I hate the autocorrect too, man. Mine too made that a mistake too many times as well. Only when I put ING, though, it's weird. We just two turds swooning around in the same bowls, Greg. Good inside leg kick there for Gallagher. Higo answers with one, and I think we got an eye poke there. Oh, no, it was, it was a low blow kick from Higo. Gallagher going to get a little bit of time here.
Yeah, Dan, Thailand is like fighter heaven.
And the fight clock has not stopped. I assume they're going to reset the fight clock here.
Oh, I love it.
Sure. Okay, take a step back for me.
Gallagher's ready to go.
All right, Gallagher says he's ready to go. Let's see where they put the fight clock.
If nothing else, that gave Gallagher the time to just take in the moment.
We're going to have to figure out the clock situation. That clock kept running.
Good low leg kick there from Gallagher. As far as my clock, there's just about 1 minute left. Good right hand there from Gallagher. Low leg kick from Higo. Gallagher looked like he might be a little upset about this low blow, though. Ready to take it out on Higo. Oh, Higo goes for the front face kick, misses, and barely misses that spinning back fist. Higo putting devastating moves out there, looking to end it in one shot. 35 seconds left in the second. And they did not... they didn't really adjust the fight clock. They maybe put 5 seconds back on there. That may not be the official time clock, though. That's just the Bellator one on television. So we'll see if maybe the round goes a little different. Oh, there's a head kick from Gallagher. Oh, big right hook from Gallagher, and Higo answers with one of his own. Yeah, and they are going to let the fight go a little longer. I'm not sure what the fight clock is. They didn't share it with the fans here, but... Oh, spinning back fist lands for Higo. The spinning back fist, and then he lands the other back fist with the other hand right afterwards. That's a great combo I don't know that I've seen anybody do. I'm going to have to practice that one later. And Gallagher just stalking, putting Higo in the corner, but not throwing a lot. I got to give Higo that round. Double spinning back fist. Yep, Phil, that was sweet. I got it a round apiece through two. Let's go into the corner of James Gallagher.
To start round number 2. And then you saw a little bit of action. You saw some striking exchanges. Big John, how do you score a round like that?
It's a very close round. And I thought that James Gallagher, before the inadvertent strike to the groin, I thought he was starting to take over a little bit. He was landing a better shot. Higo came back. He landed the back fist a couple of times, but not with the impact that the first one in the first round. So I have Higo winning the first round. I have Gallagher barely edging out.
All right, so Big John also has it one round apiece. Surprising, it's different rounds than me, but still round apiece. Has your dad ever been to a nightclub in the late 80s in California, Greg? Couldn't find an interesting spot to bet on this card, Mike? Did you play anything? No, I didn't. I didn't end up going to the casino on this one. If it had been up, I was going to bet on that Sousa cat that got the first round knockout, but that was the only fight I was really interested in betting. Gallagher pushing Higo back into the fence. Patricio Pitbull that's an interesting one because the odds are almost even that Jeremy Kennedy takes his title. Oh, knee to the body and a big right elbow from Gallagher. The thing with that, though, is we don't know how healthy Patricio is. He's had some ACL issues. He's still champion, of course. Good low leg kick there from Higo. 1-2 from Gallagher. But there was too many questions for me there. Right hand, left behind it, right hook for James Gallagher. Good combination there. And if you're Higo, you're in Ireland. You got to think you're going to have to do a little extra if you're going to earn a decision. All right, 10 up in the chat. Don't forget to hit that like and share button. We've been building Mike Sports Experience up that channel, but we need to continue to grow the main community too. Higo gets inside with the body lock, gets in belly to belly, easy takedown here. Higo on the back of Gallagher. As I mentioned earlier, both of these guys have stellar jiu-jitsu games. Gallagher just about finished the fight in the first round with that heel hook. I'm very surprised Big John didn't give Gallagher the first round and he gave him the second instead, but we're at 19-19 either way. Just kidding, my mom wasn't a slut. Comedy. Good effing fight. Yes, it is. Very likely my dad was a wild motherfucker back in the day. Coming off a KO too, as Professor Cass. Haven't been able to find a spot on UFC cards either. Dobson as a dog is interesting. Keeping an eye there. Maybe if it hits plus 200. Bet Rose Namajunas against Amanda Hebus tomorrow. Chaos. That's my only MMA bet so far this week. Hebus sucks, man. Amanda Hebus is... Dude, I'm just telling you, she sucks. She doesn't have it. Actually, later I'm going to be dropping... Me and Wyatt did a quick breakdown on that fight. And I will post it... And I'll post it right after this before I start NCAA basketball on the other channel. And Higo gets a quick takedown. Right into a Kimura, though. Look at that. Gallagher was grabbing the arm in the air. Even though he was getting taken down, he was trying to set up a submission while he was in the air. That's a submission artist. Yeah, Namahuna is Hebus' tomorrow. Hebus has lost 3 out of 6. She's fought nothing but scrubs, and she barely escaped, the wins that she got there. She's not on Rose's level. Oh, Gallagher working on it. Maybe a triangle choke here. He's got a couple different angles here. Watch him using his feet along the fence to try to reverse this angle. Higo landing a few little shots on the head of Gallagher. Oh, those are some nice little hammer fists. Not a lot of power on those shots. Oh, there's a couple of good left hooks from Higo, though. Gallagher not interested in striking right now. He's interested in setting this submission up. He does need to be interested in winning this round, though, because we only have a minute left before this could go to the scorecards. Oh, good up kick there from Gallagher. Completely legal, too, because Higo's standing straight up. And, oh, there's another up kick to the head. Lands for Gallagher and one to the body. And that was a very long time. You don't see that very often, where one guy is standing and the other guy is laying down, and the guy laying down outlanded. Oh, big hammer strikes from Higo, though. I thought Gallagher was going to go out for a minute, and Higo in full mount now. This is backfired on Gallagher. Right hand and a nice elbow from Gallagher, and now Higo has the back. He's got hooks in. Leandro Higo. He is raining on Gallagher's party. Gallagher looking to get a victory in front of his hometown Ireland crowd, but a couple of hammer fists from Higo at the bell, and I got that 29-28 Leandro Higo. And the third round, without a doubt, you got to give it to Higo, in my opinion. Yep, Thug Rose fight is tomorrow. Rose should be able to KO her if Hebus hasn't addressed her defense. Hebus moves her body weirdly when she strikes. It's annoying to watch. Yeah, even at minus 200, Professor Chaos, I am completely comfortable in betting Rose. I know Wyatt got her at minus 160. I wish I would have jumped on that earlier. But, so they say it is what it is. The great Max Holloway. It is what it is. Man, what a slam there from Higo. Oh, and he slammed Gallagher on his face. I didn't see that until the replay. That was a nice slam there. And that's the thing. When you're talking about real fighting, a lot of people want to compare MMA to real fighting. You slam a guy on his face in concrete, like, that's likely game over. All right, total strikes for Higo, 79-29. He also got 3 of 3 for takedowns. So this would just be an absolute robbery, in my opinion, if James Gallagher gets this decision. Great slam. Yes, it was. All right, 5 up in the chat. Thank you for joining us on this early Bellator card. If you're watching along and you don't know where to find this, it's on HBO Max. That is the new home for Bellator now. HBO exclusive. And if you don't have HBO Max and you've been enjoying watching the NCAA tournament, hopefully following along on our alternate channel, Mike's Sports Experience. I think everybody in this chat has been on that channel, so thank you for that. With HBO Max, you also get True TV TBS and TNT, which is the 3 networks that are showing the early tournament games. So, heck of a deal there. All right, we'll get an official decision here.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored this bout 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision, Leandro Higo.
All right, all 3 judges give it to Leandro Higo, so they get it right. Eye pokes, nut shots, and headbutts are for street fights. Yep, and soccer kicks, head stomps.
Bellator Championship Series 1, Belfast, victorious again.
No, Belfast was not victorious. What is he saying? Brazil was victorious. All right, next fight up. Fabian Edwards and Aaron Jeffery. So, yes, that is the brother, that Edwards. This is the brother of UFC champion Leon Edwards. Fabian Edwards, Aaron Jeffery up next. And let's put up a quick poll for the co-main. Patricio Pitbull putting his title on the line against Jeremy Kennedy. All right, poll is up, so vote away. And obviously, you guys can do what you want, but thank you for everybody that keeps the stream running when you leave. The numbers, concurrent viewers are kind of all over the place, and YouTube thinks that people aren't interested, so... And AJ McKee in the house. AJ McKee Jr., one of the best lightweights on the planet, in my opinion.
I've been right back to training. Thanks for having me. But yeah, right back into training, enjoying a bit of downtime, snowboarding quite a bit, and just enjoying the mountains and a little bit of laid-back free time.
So, the big question is, what's next for AJ McKee? Anything on the radar?
Well, you know, it's 2024. I say it's the year Kobe, so I'm looking forward to becoming a champion again and getting another gold strap wrapped around my waist, whoever that may be.
And look, Bellator Championship Series means that we're going to have multiple title fights in every weight class all year long. There's going to be 2 title fights on each of these cards. But I want to ask you... 2 title fights on every Bellator card this year. And there's PBR... with the first donation of the night, the Apple Cash. Thank you, PBR Street Gang, for the donation. Appreciate you, my man. $2 in the beer fund. All right, 7 up in the chat. Don't forget to hit the like and share button.
2 title fights still to come. And the brother of a UFC champion, of course, Fabian Edwards, in this next fight coming up. This is not an easy fight for him against Aaron Jeffery. Odds pretty close to even on this one. If you're looking for underdog money, you're just going to get plus 120 on Aaron Jeffery, which means if you bet $100 he wins, you will get 120. Congratulations to Clarissa Shields for winning a split decision against a girl who's 1-3 in local fight promotions. Oh, she was really celebrating that one online too. Man, was she ever.
To your screen, takedownshop.com. Home of the #1 fight short in the world, you can get $20 off your first order. Takedown is the official apparel partner of Bellator MMA.
All right, #1 contender fight at middleweight, Fabian Edwards and Aaron Jeffery. So the promise from Bellator for all of these championship series events, there's 8 this year. There will be 2 title fights and 1 #1 contender match on every card. So 3 5-minute rounds at 185 pounds for the #1 contender spot at middleweight. I like these #1 contender spot fights. I wish the UFC would do these. They don't like to pin themselves in a corner though and say we're going to give this person a shot, or even we're going to give this person a shot at winning a title shot, because they like to control who fights for the title. All right, representing Canada, here comes Aaron Jeffery. Won 4 of his last 5 fights. He's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt. He's got wins over Dalton Rosta and Austin Vandervoort, a.k.a. Mr. Van Zant. So Leon's brother versus the mullet. Oh, and she's calling out Amanda Nunes, right, Greg? Oh, my God, that girl is delusional. But I think to be as good as she is in boxing, like to be that good, I wonder if you almost have to be delusional. You almost have to have like a false sense of confidence to get you to that next level. I think we've seen it in Ronda. I think we've seen it at times from Anderson Silva, Israel Adesanya. A lot of the fighters with these bigger personalities. Of course, Conor McGregor is the epitome of that. And then you guys have guys that take a different approach, a more humble approach, and still have great success, like a Daniel Cormier, a Stipe Miocic, a Max Holloway, and Alexander Volkanovski, guys that keep it classy and humble and are still able to rise to the highest levels. And here comes Fabian Edwards. This guy beat Paige Van Zant, husband's Austin. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's why I was saying he beat Mr. Van Zant. All right, Fabian Edwards, former Bellator middleweight title challenger. He's won 3 of his last 4. Began training MMA at the age of 22 years old. And 1 fights with friends interview snub on his record. No, I had spoke to him years back before Leon was champion, before he was really in contention, and I thought, this is a guy I'm interested in. I'd like to know more about him, and he just said he's not interested in doing interviews. Good for him for keeping his privacy. I'm just joking there. If somebody doesn't want to do an interview, they don't like interviews, I get it. All right, Aaron Jeffery, a year older at 31, an inch taller at 6'2". Fabian Edwards has a 5-inch reach advantage, though, and a substantial leg reach advantage. We don't always talk about this, but 2-inch leg reach advantage, that's a pretty good reach advantage at the legs, 43 to 41. Gabby Garcia's coming back to MMA. Who's she going to fight now? She's the biggest chick I've ever seen since China from WWE. The champ chilling in the corners, Phil. Oh, Leon's there. The champ is here. Leon Edwards in the building. More like the chump chilling in the corner. You're not a Leon Edwards fan, I take it, Robert. I didn't know you were not a Leon Edwards fan. All right, this will be an interesting one. Like I said, this is basically a coin flip on the odds, and the winner will fight for the championship next. So, title eliminator. And there you go. They're telling it to everybody. I like the transparency there. They said the winner of this fight will 100% fight for the title. All right, out of the blue corner, 14 wins against just 4 losses, with 9 wins coming by way of knockout and 1 by submission. Aaron Jeffery. Is Garcia trans? No, she's not. I highly doubt it. I mean, nothing's ever came out about it, so. Not a Leon fan, but I don't hate him. He's one of those guys that's it's kind of hard to get super excited about him because neither one of him or his brother don't have a lot of emotion. All right, and out of the red corner, representing Great Britain with a record of 12 wins against just 3 losses, 4 wins coming by way of knockout, 3 by submission, Fabian Edwards. Hate all those tea and crumpet English folks. He's just born in a different country, Robert. Leave him alone. Although we did have to beat their ass to get freedom. That was, 250 years ago. All right. A touch of gloves, and here we go. Aaron Jeffries. Fabian Edwards for the number 1 contender spot in the middleweight division. Oh, there's a good inside kick from Jeffries. Left hook for Edwards. And Jeffery immediately grabbing the body lock. Needed the body from Edwards. Oh, there's some good knees from Jeffery. 1 to the body, 2 to the thigh. He's going to try to get this to the ground immediately. Fabian going to try to break this body lock, I think. Lands a good knee, and he turns Jeffery into the fence. Jeffery still got the body lock. It's a little higher now, but I expect Edwards to try to break this. And Jeffery reverses position, pushes Edwards back into the fence. Goes for a little judo sweep there. Good balance from Fabian. And Fabian gets the takedown, and he lands on top of Jeffery in half mount. I was going to say, you guys have seen the improvements in Leon Edwards' ground game. He is such a good wrestler now. I would be very, very surprised if him and Fabian were not sparring together and working on some wrestling. Good knee to the body there from Fabian. Jeffery answered one of his own. It's interesting, Fabian Edwards never talked about coming to the UFC. I guess since he's not a championship level guy, never been a champion, maybe he's probably making more money in Bellator. Plus, he can have his sponsorships, especially now with the UFC settling that class action lawsuit today. 2 big knees to the body from Fabian Edwards. Still hold a grudge for my ancestors. Not begging all the red coats. It's all about America. America! All right, 3 minutes left in the first. And Jeffery with double underhooks up against the fence, pushing Edwards into the fence. Jeffery hoping to get a victory tonight and celebrate by covering his wife in maple syrup. That's what all Canadian fighters do when they leave. They take like a gallon of maple syrup, hot maple syrup, and just put it all over the woman of their dreams. That's Canadian tradition. For those who didn't know, Good exchange of knees to the body. Fabian pushing Jeffery. Please break of this from this body lock here, though, guys. I mean, I'm a big fan of all parts of MMA, but can we stop this clinch on the fence? This is a bit ridiculous. Break it, ref! Civil War started here in Massachusetts, where my family is from. Who knows how many family members I lost to that war? Well, I didn't have anything to do with England. You talking about the Revolutionary War. Civil War is where we're fighting each other. Good knee to the body there from Edwards. Jeffery answers. But and thank God in heaven that they break that body lock and are back to the center of the cage. Good left hook there from Fabian. Right hand lands for Jeffery. And he drops levels. And here we are in this body lock again. I really think one of the problems in Bellator is they need a smaller cage. I don't like the cages as small as the Apex, but this is a fucking basketball court here. Good knee to the body there from Jeffery, but it's just way too big, and I think it's not conducive to finishes. Oh, there's a big elbow and a knee from Jeffery, though. Good left hook from Edwards in the clinch, and he lands a knee to the body. Break free from this shit, though, Fabian. My God, this is like the clinch of death, because it's death to the viewership. 3 big knees to the body. There's 4. 5 from Jeffery. 6 in a row, and then a couple to the thighs. Those are all big scoring knees. And Fabian answered with one of his own, but Jeffery landed the most of them. He's definitely winning this round. There's 2 more for Aaron Jeffery. Remember, what's at stake here is the number 1 contendership. The winner of this will fight for the middleweight title. And God, I hope they got more in them than what they showed in the first round. That was a boring first round with that clinch. Oh, good left hand there from Fabian at the bell. I am drunk. I'm not surprised. Drunken charge. America, Fook, yes. Great. Redcoats were the British. I meant the Revolutionary War. All right, coming into the second round here. Like I said, we got up into the 40s yesterday just on NCAA on the second channel. I can't remember the last time we had a great crowd on this channel, though. So I don't know what I did to stop it from getting promoted. But, man, I sure appreciate all the regulars that are always in here. I'd just be sitting there talking to myself. Chaos is 10-9. Jeffery via Holly home. Just the usual natty ices. What you drinking on? Just water for me at the moment. Oh, Greg says, what you sipping on, Robert? I missed that. Yeah, Robert's always on the natty ices. All right, round 2. Here we go. And Jeffery landing a right hand, immediately going back to the body lock. Fabian Edwards going to push him into the corner, go for the takedown himself. And they end up in a pretzel. Both these guys, I have a feeling their grappling's pretty even. Their takedown and takedown defense. Fabian lands a good knee to the body, goes for an Uchimata, but Jeffery able to stop it. Able to block it with his hips there. Jeffery, nice elbow up against the fence. Edwards with the knee to the body. But we're here in this viewer-killing clinch once again. Four minutes left in the second. There's a good knee to the body from Jeffery. Have 100 proof Captain and Dr. Pepper. Nice. Oh, Greg says a little Captain Morgan. Yep. Oh, yeah, I forgot they do 100 proof captain, don't they? Is that the silver? I think it's the Captain Morgan silver. Oh, good right hand for Edwards, and he breaks the clinch, but Jeffery immediately, like a magnet, just pastes himself to the outside of Fabian Edwards' body. I mean, he jumped on Fabian Edwards like he was the last call at the bar. Good low leg kick there from Jeffery, moving Edwards into the other corner, and Edwards shoots low for the double leg. And Jeffery, good base here. Good takedown defense here. And he's able to get it back to standing, but he's going to want to go back to the body lock. Good knees inside here from Jeffery. I was talking about this with Wyatt. Was it last night? Night before last. 2 nights ago. We were talking about breaks in fighting, like breaking them up when it's a stalemate on the ground or in clinching, and Wyatt not a fan of it. I'm not always, but sometimes lately I would really like to see some breaks. Good exchange of knees there. Good knee to the body there from Jeffery. And I get it, especially when you're betting. Because, like, one guy gets a takedown and you know he could dominate, you know he could keep the guy there for the round. Oh, good elbow from Edwards, and there's a straight right and a left hand. Good left hook from Fabian Edwards. Oh, and a left hook from Jeffery. That might have stunned Edwards. And now Jeffery up against the fence again. He says, "How dare you leave me? I will cuddle you to death." All right, if I ever have to see Aaron Jeffery fight again, I'm gonna call him the Cuddle Monster. Good left uppercut from Edwards, and Jeffery lands 2 more knees there, but he's bound determined to get in his cuddle time over on the fence here. Edwards landed another knee to the body, saying, "Stay off of me, man. Stay off of me. Just because I bought you 1 drink doesn't mean you get to hang on me all night." Couple of good knees there from Jeffery. And a sloppy second round here. Good knee to the body there from Fabian Edwards. White rum and regular dark rum for Coke, not spice. Believe it or not, spiced rum, like Captain Jamaican spice rum, go good with Dr. Pepper, not Coke. Oh, I agree. Oh, and Edwards got the back all of a sudden. He's got the backpack. Just 30 seconds left in this second, though. Oh, man, please finish this fight and put us out of our misery, Fabian. Oh, and they break, and there's a big elbow in the left hand. Oh, what an uppercut from Edwards. And a big left hand. Edwards landing bombs here. And a big left hook to the body. Knee to the body. Oh, look at that elbow. That crushed Jeffery. He almost knocked him out with that elbow. Big round for Fabian Edwards. 19-19 going into the third, and we actually got some excitement there. And they need to learn, these other promotions, they need to learn from the UFC not to play the music over the corner. People want to hear the corners. They don't want to hear your shitty music all day. They hear that enough in between fights. Hate Dr. Pepper, but I love it with certain alcohols. I have a unique palate. Well, Southern Comfort 100 proof also goes good with Dr. Pepper for some sweet reason. Edwards must strike at every moment. They are separated. Oh, yes, he must, because Aaron Jeffries has got the hots for him, and he is going to cuddle up to Leon Edwards at every opportunity. He is in love with this man. All right, round 3. Good body kick there from Jeffery. Live odds or pick 'em, says Kaya. Well, I would pick Fabian Edwards. Good push kick to the body there from Jeffery. Nice left hand there from Edwards. Oh, good left uppercut there from Edwards. Oh, nice left hook from Fabian. I'm telling you, pick Edwards now. Good right hook from Edwards in the left hand. If you can still get even money or close to it, pick Fabian Edwards. And Jeffery goes back to the cuddle monster, pushing Fabian into the corner. I mean, if I'm Fabian Edwards, I'm filing for sexual harassment after this one. Oh, and they exchange right hands there, and Jeffery with the knee to the body. And he is going to lean all that weight again on Fabian Edwards. Good knee to the body there from Fabian. Break free so you can strike Fabian. Oh, and Fabian deciding to go for the takedown here, I believe, too. And there's a nice sweep, and Jeffery reverses it, though. Fabian, come on, you got a big advantage on your feet. And Fabian pops right back up, and we go right back to this clinch where Aaron Jeffries has been doing his best to molest Fabian Edwards for a good 12 minutes here. Almost 12 minutes.
Trying to control his opponent with this overhook. Now he's turned his posture a little bit back to the overhook on the other side. Really
maybe that's why this channel's getting censored so much, though, because I can't keep my mouth shut during boring fights. 3 good knees there from Aaron Jeffery in the corner. Fabian Edwards reversing it and getting free. Lands a good right hand, left behind it, and a left uppercut. I hope you took that bet on Fabian Edwards, Chaos, at live odds, because that was a steal, man. This fight's going Fabian Edwards' direction, trust me. Good left hook there from Fabian. Pushes Jeffery into the corner, lands a big knee to the body. Now, I think Aaron Jeffery has lost his gas tank is near empty. There's another good knee from Fabian. Fabian's pretty tired too, though. All that guarding your chastity belt for 12, 13 minutes is wearing him out. Couple of good right hands there from Fabian. Knees to the body there from Jeffery. Cass, I didn't. I wanted plus money on Edwards for a bet. Got greedy. Good elbow there from Edwards. He catches the body kick of Jeffery. Lands a left hand. Well, you're not going to get plus money now, I'm sure. Oh, 2 nasty knees to the body from Edwards. And a straight elbow from Fabian Edwards. And thank God it looks like Edwards may be the one fighting for the title instead of Aaron Jeffery. Because this guy is boring as fook. And Jeffery grabs a single leg, drags Edwards down for just a moment, but Edwards pops right back up. He says, "You're not laying on top of me, cuddle monster." Nice elbow in the clinch there from Jeffery. 1 minute left in the third round. Fabian wants to break free one more time and try and get a knockout here. There's a knee to the body. And Edwards tried to break free. Had a hand caught, though. Good knee to the body from Edwards. Right hook upstairs for Jeffery. 40 seconds left in this one. Jeffery putting everything into this to try to get Edwards to the ground. This is my last chance to lay on this man. I will fight with everything I have. Good combination in the body for Jeffery, but they break free. Inside leg kick from Jeffery. Right hand for Edwards. There's a knee to the body for Jeffery, and Jeffery trying to make his case for this fight. Just 10 seconds left. Oh, there's a good elbow from Jeffery. Needed the body from Edwards and a couple of right hands to the ear. At 29-28, Fabian Edwards.
High stakes fight in the middleweight division here, Bellator Championship Series.
All right, see total strikes in favor of Aaron Jeffery, 151 to 104. A lot of those ground strikes, though. Well, a lot of them leg strikes, actually. Sorry, 76 leg kicks. Or they call them leg strikes, but they're those little pitter-pat, little knees and things. 3 of 4 on the takedowns for Fabian Edwards. With all that clinch time and all those attempts, Aaron Jeffery not able to get one takedown the entire fight. And Fabian Edwards landed the better shots. Like, he needs to win this fight. Bowers says 29-28 Edwards. And cut Aaron Jeffery. Nobody wants to see this guy fight again. I don't care if he's got some talent. Like, that is the most boring style of fighting I've ever seen.
Giving him something to fall on. What a Terminator this Canadian fighter is.
Man, yeah, you see the replay. Fabian Edwards landing that big uppercut, and Fabian raised his hand after the fight. Jeffery did not raise his hand. So I think he knows, but it's taken a little while for the judges to tabulate their scores here. See, I can hate a fighter and still judge fairly, so why can't the judges UFC hire? Well, it's the commission that hires them, but yeah, I get what you're saying. All right, if they ever stop playing the music to announce this decision. Please, God, be Fabian. All right, Fabian Edwards takes it. Thank God. I do not want to see Aaron Jeffery fight for a championship. So Fabian Edwards moves to 13-3. And, man, I guarantee he never wants to fight Aaron Jeffery again. Good job, judges. Chaos. Yes, agreed. I wish you would have taken that bet, though, Chaos. I want to see you win money. All right, guys, don't forget to hit that like button. Keep this channel moving. I have been spending a lot of time on the other channel trying to dust it off, my sports experience, doing the NCAA games. And thank you for everybody that was there. Yesterday we had a high in the chat during that WSU Drake game of 43 people. So that's a great sign for me. I wasn't sure if they were going to promote that channel again, to be honest, because I had, left it unused for so long. All right, let's check out the poll here. 8 votes, Patricio, Pitbull, Jeremey, Kennedy, 50% for each. So just a few more minutes to vote on that one. It's 50-50 at the moment.
Hard-fought victory, but the story was takedown defense and elbows. But I will say, 3 or 4 takedowns, my friend. You're a wrestler now as well?
See, I can do it all. I can do it all, man.
Says I can do it all.
I was gonna say, what's up, Belfast? What's up, Belfast? I wanted to put hands on that man, but he turned into a grappling match, so my bad. I wanted to put elbows and knees on him, but,
You landed some pretty good elbows, my friend. You couldn't.
Yeah, no excuses necessary, Fabian. We could see it. Aaron Jeffery just did not... He didn't want to fight tonight. I don't like that type of fighting. You're just going to hold on to somebody standing up against the fence the whole time. It's just not my thing. But I'm glad Fabian was able to get the win here and dispatch of the boring fighter named Aaron Jeffery. Top 3 Canadian MMA GOATs are GSP, Rory McDonald, and Olivier Aubin-Mercier, all products of Quebec. Without Quebec, Canadian MMA is shit. Oh, that's a good point, Cass. I didn't even think about the fact they're all from Quebec. Wow. That's crazy. We got any Canadians in the house. Do we have Wyatt Matheson in the house? All right, next fight up for the championship. Patricio Pitbull defending his featherweight strap against Jeremy Kennedy.
It's nice, you know, really nice. I'm looking forward to the main event.
Who is this guy they're interviewing? Oh, 2012 Olympic bronze medalist, Michael Conlon. Okay.
What's it like to be back in here, seeing this crowd for combat sports, just generally, mixed martial arts, everything's on the rise, right?
It's different. It's my first time in here for an MMA fight and an MMA show, and it's really nice to see something different.
All right, and of course, Olympics on the docket right now. Summer Olympics coming up, and we'll be doing the boxing, the judo over on this channel. Then a lot of Olympic coverage over on Mike's Sports Experience. Jourdain and Barrialt aren't the best, but still respectable, fun fighters. Agreed. And there's been a few more decent ones. What about David Loiseau back in the day? A good title challenger. Wyatt, I need to get a passport so I can come visit. Always wanted to see Canada. Yeah, I told Wyatt I want to make sure and visit him this summer because he's only like an hour from me, maybe a little more than an hour. Why is it in chat? I just realized. Yeah, he's been sleeping some weird hours. I think he's sleeping right now, probably. Or just about to get up. I don't know. A little early for the alcohol for me, Robert. So I'm just gonna go down and get a little bit of water. You see this May 17th, June 22nd, September 7th, September 14th, October 12th, and November 16th. Those are the dates for this year's Championship Series. The finale to be announced, but it'll be after November 16th, obviously. France, Ireland, San Diego, London, Chicago, and ending again in Paris in that order. Each of those events will have 2 title fights and 1 number 1 contender match. They are on HBO Max now, the new home of Bellator. As long as PFL decides to run Bellator as a separate entity, though, I don't know how long they're going to want to or even be able to do that. Chaos says, avoid Ontario at all costs is my advice. Toronto is overrated. I hardly sleep. No sleep for the wicked. I mostly just wanted to go and visit my friend there. I got a real good friend in Toronto, too. So I'll be heading over there. I know it probably is overrated, but there's people I want to visit over there, not so much as sightsee. Unless I'm sick, like on Tuesdays, Robert. All right. I'm going to go refill the water jug, take a quick restroom break before this featherweight title match. When this is over, guys, we're going to head right over to Mike's Sports Experience and cover March Madness. So, another full day of streaming. right, tail of the tape for Patricio, Pitbull, and Jeremy Kennedy. Jeremy Kennedy's Canadian too? How did I not know that? I did not know that. Professor, Ziggy 814, good to see you, Ziggy. Haven't seen you in a while, my man. And here comes Jeremy Kennedy. Why did I not know this guy was Canadian? He's won 4 of his last 5 fights. He's on a 3-fight win streak. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, 5-time Bellator, 4-time PFL, and 4-time UFC veteran. So Jeremy Kennedy, a fighter for hire. Bellator does feel like it's broadcasted from the 1980s. Yeah, and I don't know what's going on now because now they're on HBO, but did they follow them to Ireland? HBO used to do the best broadcasts for boxing. HBO After Dark, I think that was the best sports promotion in history, in my opinion. All right, and here he comes. The champ is here. Patricio Pitbull Feirre. Bellator Featherweight Champion. Former Bellator Lightweight Champion. First and only 4-time Bellator World Champion. Of course, he also challenged for the Bantamweight Champion. He almost became the first fighter ever to have belts in 3 different weight divisions at a major organization. He didn't do it, but somebody in one just recently did it. Is it Tolkov? Do you remember this guy's name? That heavyweight, middleweight, light heavyweight champion over in one, Robert? I know he just dismantled Rainier Duridier for his middleweight belt. All right, tail of the tape, Pitbull. 5 years older at 36. Jeremy Kennedy, 5 inches taller at 5'11". He'll have a 5.5-inch reach advantage at 71 inches. All right, Canada versus Brazil. All right, let's go to the poll for this one because I guess we can bring it down now. Because if I let people keep voting on it, you guys are going to know the winner. All right, and we will end at 11 votes. Close poll here, but Pitbull wins at 55% for Pitbull, 45% for Jeremy Kennedy. It's fitting. All right, 5 rounds in the featherweight division for the Featherweight Championship of the World. I think the problem is they're getting the PFL promotion now. Bellator was actually a better promotion in so many ways, in my opinion, than PFL. Whoever's running PFL, those guys, they don't know what they're doing. I mean, as far as the production, obviously they know what they're doing in many different other ways because somehow they're successful, I guess. All right, out of the blue corner, 19 wins against just 3 losses with 7 knockouts and 2 submissions. Jeremy Kennedy, first 3-division MMA champion of the world. Anatoly Malikan, thank you. I knew it was something close to that, but I just couldn't pull it out of my head. All right, and out of the red corner, this man needs no introduction. The former Bellator lightweight champion of the world, the only four-time Bellator world champion, and the current reigning, defending Bellator featherweight champion of the world, Patricio Pitbull Feirre. Yeah, that's what I was asking, Robert. Thank you. I heard a piece of what you were asking. All right, and you see this is where all the judges that can't make it in the UFC go, or all the referees. Bellator? No, I'm just kidding. They've had some pretty good referees over there. It's where Mike Beltran got his start over there in Bellator. Now he does a lot of UFC cards as well. All right, 5-round fight. Jeremy Kennedy, Patricio Pitbull. Chaos, if you want to watch the live odds on this one, I can give you my advice of whether you should pull the trigger on a bet. Of course, nothing's moved yet. The odds are right where they still. Well, Jeremy Kennedy somehow moved to the favorite at minus 125. Pitbull 105. There's a good low leg kick from Pitbull. If you can get Pitbull at plus money, which you're real close to, Chaos, I think I would take that one. Oh, brutal leg kick there from Pitbull. And there's a good left hook from Patricio. And odds just went too even. Good low leg kick there from Pitbull. Patricio Pitbull, an absolute master in the cage. Great career spanning across 3 weight classes. I know for a lot of time, people wanted to see him in the UFC to see how he would do against some of their champions. I think that time at this age and the injuries he's had, that's probably not ever going to happen. Good counter right hand there from Pitbull. Why didn't I bet on this fight? Good inside leg kick there from Kennedy. And Pitbull blasts an outside leg kicks. He just has harder. He just hits harder. He has harder leg kicks. Like to see Pitbull go to the body with those right hooks. Now, nasty leg kick there from Pitbull. Kennedy not using his sizable reach advantage. I mean, he's got a 5.5-inch reach advantage on Pitbull. I know it's still early here. An inside leg kick there from Kennedy. Good left hand from Jeremy. And Pitbull touches him with the left hand to the body. Someone's getting knocked out. It's his Phil. Now he is hidden. Handlebar, beard man on UFC. Damn, Disney ruined everything. Bellator lets him hang that out. A good body kick there from Jeremy Kennedy. Although they drop the F-bomb all the time on ESPN Plus, which is funny. Good inside leg kick and then the outside for Pitbull. So far, Jeremy Kennedy's letting Patricio Pitbull control the pace. This is becoming a Pitbull fight quickly. He needs to do something differently here. We're just going to see. We're going to continue to see this until Pitbull finishes him. Good low leg kick there from Kennedy. And the push kick to the body from Jeremy. See, this is the time where Kennedy needs to... Oh, head kick from Pitbull. And they exchange combinations with the hands there. Kennedy drops levels. Pitbull easily stops that takedown. So let's see what the foul is. It was a headbutt.
Both of the impacts went to the chest.
Okay, it was a headbutt from Jeremy Kennedy. Referee caught that, and he's going to give Pitbull a minute. Damn, lots of mistakes in last text. Pitbull is killing Kennedy's legs big time. Yes. So hopefully you get a chance to get plus money on Pitbull. Oh, good low leg kick there from Pitbull. Right hand and a left hook from Patricio. And a nasty low leg kick. I don't think you're going to, though, because Patricio's a minus 345 favorite all of a sudden. Kennedy plus 250. Low leg kick there from Kennedy. I think the reason that Pitbull wasn't a bigger favorite opening up is there was questions about his ACL and, how healthy he was coming into this fight. But he looks great in the first round. There's another nasty leg kick from Pitbull. See, Pitbull throws those more like old school Jose kicks. Some guys just throw leg kicks now and it's like it's just a score. And it's very annoying. Oh, good left hand there for Jeremey. And body kick gets through for Kennedy. And that's the round. Easily score that one for Patricio Pitbull Feirre. Go into the corner. Well, we go into the corner of Kennedy, except for they're playing music over their speaking. So I picked Kennedy to win this, says Robert. Oh, it's a bad pick, man. Sorry, just kidding. Little headbutt, not bad. Kennedy was inspired by Kennedy's performance last week versus OSP. Right? Inspired to not fight? No, he's in there with a legend, Patricio Pitbull. This guy, I mean, he's called Pitbull for a reason. He's got some vicious strikes. He's vicious everywhere. And odds coming back a little more back down to earth, minus 238 right now on Pitbull. Chaos just went to minus 195, plus 150, the underdog money on Jeremy Kennedy, which I would not advise. Minus 166 on Pitbull. If you can get anything, if you can get minus 166, I would take it on Pitbull right now. I think the fight's going his direction. I think the injury questions are pushed to the side, and minus 166 is a great spot to jump in here, Chaos. Good body kick there from Kennedy. Or anybody betting. Minus 166 right now on Patricio Pitbull Feirre. I'm telling you right now, I would take it. Four minutes left in the second. Because he is just making Kennedy fight at his pace. Another nasty leg kick from Pitbull. Left hand gets through for Kennedy. And see Patricio back up to a minus 298 favorite. So you may not get another chance like that minus 166. Good right hand there from Pitbull. Another straight right. There's a left hook upstairs from Patricio. And the jab to the body. Low leg kick. He's going to set up that overhand right with the jab to the body. Watch him. He likes to throw that jab to the body, and then he changes levels. He'll come up with the overhand right. Good left hand gets through for Kennedy. And there's a 1-2 for Jeremy Kennedy. He's looking confident. He's getting aggressive. He had Pitbull up against the cage there. There's a good left hand for Jeremey. And the low leg kick, another left hand, and there's a combination for Pitbull. That's what Patricio's been waiting for. He wants Kennedy to exchange with him a little more. He is a counter striker. Good exchange of left hands. And there's a good 1-2 from Kennedy. And the low leg kick. Minus 360 at the moment for Pitbull. If you get another chance at that minus 166, if you didn't pull it, Chaos, you should. I was 145 bouncing. They called me Pitbull too. So PFL plan on absorbing Bellator entirely. They're going to keep the promotion going. That's unclear so far. I just thought they were going to absorb it into PFL, but so far they seem to be taking their time. Good low leg kick there from Pitbull. Left hand upstairs. They inherited all those contracts, so maybe they're going to let these guys fight their contracts out and then see who wants to sign with the PFL. Good left hand there from Kennedy. I mean, might not be a bad idea. Just kind of saturate the market in two places. They got PFL on ESPN Plus right now. Now they got the HBO Max deal for Bellator. I'm a little surprised that they landed this HBO Max deal, though. Good low leg kick from Pitbull. And he covers up with that combination from Kennedy. Kennedy's going to drop levels and look for the takedown, but Pitbull has a legendary guillotine submission. Oh, and he's going to sit down. Kennedy gets him down for a moment. Pitbull looking to get right back up. Pitbull has incredible takedown defense over the years. Ooh, nice delayed leg kicks. Phil, he's pushing Pitbull. Yep. All right, and Patricio working to get back to his feet here. This might be Jeremy Kennedy's round right here. And Professor Chaos, you may get your chance anyways. There you go, minus 150, minus 140 on Pitbull. Watch those live odds. You're likely to get another chance to bet on him here. But also, this is probably Jeremy Kennedy's round. And Jeremy Kennedy with the body lock has Pitbull on the fence. I wonder if those ACL injuries... Oh, there's a low blow from Kennedy. So a headbutt and now a low blow. A headbutt in the first round, no low blow from Kennedy in the second. You got to start thinking about points for Kennedy, for the bettors. For if you're a live bettor, I would increase the chances of Kennedy getting a point taken away.
We do have instant replay here in Belfast.
I know they're two separate fouls.
Officials looking at every one of these inadvertent fouls to make sure they are indeed fouls.
So they're going to watch the replay on that to make sure it was a foul.
The cup shot, as you know, Dan, is even if it doesn't land direct.
Be impatient, Mike. I have this 19-19 after 2. Yeah, no, I agree.
I was actually having this conversation with the commissioner earlier today, and we were discussing cup shots.
So let's rewatch this.
Sometimes it can even land on the belt line and pull the shorts out of position, which then pulls the cup out of position. And you've got to imagine.
Oh, that is right along the belt line. I'm not sure that was low or not, actually, now that I see the replay. Also, I've seen Scott Coker's already starting up a new company in Cali with Gilbert Melendez. That one might be worth checking out once they get up and going. I've seen that. No, I am going to check that out, Greg. Because I don't think most of the issues with Bellator were Scott Coker. He's a bright guy. He ran Strikeforce well. He's ran other leagues. I just don't think they gave him the freedom in Bellator to really do anything. I mean, it was ran by Paramount, and Paramount, obviously, they didn't want Bellator around, but they wouldn't sell him forever. Didn't seem like they wanted him around. That was on the belt line. Bought the nuts. Not the nuts. Says, yeah, that's what it looked like to me, too.
Taking a look at this 12 seconds, he might come out real slow in it, but that 1 minute more, you got 5 minutes he can go, 1 minute, 6 minutes of rest, and it's a change of momentum. It's a smart move by a champion fighter.
Great insight from Big John McCarthy.
All right, Patricio Pitbull taking quite a bit of time there, even though there's only 12 seconds left in the second. Maybe trying to change the momentum away from Jeremy Kennedy. Good inside leg kick there from Kennedy. And why do so many fighters, right after they land a low blow, especially when it's a kick, why do they immediately go right back to the body kicks? It's like they're trying to prove to themselves that they can land those body kicks but not go low. I don't get it. Like, go back to something else for a minute? Maybe they think a fighter's not going to suspect it? Not sure what the psychology is there, though. I don't know. Look like the sack to me, said Phil's odds back at Pick'em. Nice. Yeah, I see minus 130 on DraftKings for Feirre, plus 100 for Jeremy Kennedy. But yeah, damn close to Pick'em here, too. Pitbull knew he was losing the round, so he had to slow down the pace. That's why I hate Brazilian fighters. They do anything to win, even cheat. I've always been a fan of Pitbull, though, man. Patricio's a legend, man. All right, here we go. Third round. Remember, this is a championship fight, so third of 5. And Pitbull's been the 5 rounds many times. He knows what the pacing needs to be. And Pitbull opening up the third round, throwing the jab. Good outside leg kick there from Jeremy Kennedy. Good right hand there from Pitbull. Left hand gets through for Kennedy. And these live odds are crazy. Yeah, you do need to be patient because they just jumped to minus 220 and then to minus 270 for Pitbull. So for those chasing underdog money, Jeremy Kennedy just went to plus 300. Oh, there's a good right hook for Pitbull. Low leg kick from Kennedy. And a push kick to the body for Jeremy. Man, I would have thought about taking Kennedy at plus 300. Good left hand there from Kennedy. If you could be very... Oh, nice low leg kick from Patricio. If you could be very, very patient, Professor Chaos... Almost won it for a lot of fights. If you watching this, if you could end up getting positive money on both sides. I know that's a risk. Good exchange of left hands. Oh, nice left hook there for Kennedy. Oh, left hook for Kennedy drops Pitbull. And there's a combination for Jeremy, and Pitbull's holding on. Jeremy Kennedy dropped Pitbull with that shot. Sometimes the spell checker is funny. Is that an Italian-Brazilian? Well, if you're looking for your spot to bet, Chaos, you might get it here. Wow, and they still have not changed the odds in this round. So there we go. Plus 124. There's plus money for Pitbull, but I'm not sure you want to take it now. He's got a bad cut on him, and Jeremy Kennedy's winning this round. There's plus 200 for Pitbull. Oh, and there's an elbow from Kennedy. So if you were live betting here in the last probably 5 minutes, you could have gotten plus 300 on Kennedy, plus 200 on Pitbull. Bet 100 on each and you're hedged. If Kennedy wins, you make 100. If Pitbull wins, you risk nothing. You get even. Good knee to the body there from Pitbull. Kennedy minus 164 is what I bet after the knockdown. Minus 164? Why didn't you get to... Oh, because, yeah. No, I get that. I get that. Because he was hurt. And he's at a minus 345 right now. And Kennedy chasing Pitbull. Good left hand for Kennedy. Oh, flying knee to the body from Kennedy, but there's a jab and a right hook for Pitbull. And we got a fight here. Good left hand there for Patricio. See, you did a good job of not keying in on one fighter, Chaos, and that's hard to do. There's a good overhand right from Pitbull. And the jab to the body. Oh, big 1-2 from Pitbull. Kennedy's hurt. Left hook, right uppercut, and now knees to the body. Big elbows and right hooks and uppercuts for Pitbull. He's looking to finish it. Oh, 2 smashing right elbows. Left, right, left hook. Pitbull about to put him down. Look at that left uppercut. Big knees to the head. This fight about to be stopped. It is all over. Patricio Pitbull Feirre defends his championship with a knockout in the 3rd round. Chaos, I'm sorry. I told you to take Pitbull, man. Wow, that was a nice comeback by Pitbull. Yeah, he's a fighter that I think... God, I wish I would have bet on him live betting in more of his fights. Because of the way he fights, there's going to be times that it looks like he's losing. And he's going to give up rounds. He's just that kind of fighter. But Patricio Pitbull Feirre, one more in the books for him. I like my bet. I would do it again. No, I'm playing Monday morning quarterback. That wasn't fair, Professor Chaos. I apologize for that. You know, you were patient most of the time. That's what's going to win you the money. And I should not come out like I had it. I told you so, because it could have definitely went the other direction. So my bad on that. No, I hear you, man. Remember Rosemar, Paula Harris, and Eric Silva? 2 of the dirtiest fighters to ever shame the octagon. Yep, especially Paula Harris, man. He kept on breaking arms everywhere in jiu-jitsu tournaments. I believe he's banned from, like, basically all types of fighting now. What's up, Mr. Mello? Wow, Mike, didn't get a notification, brother. What's going on, man? Thanks for letting me know that. YouTube needs to get their S together. All right. Yeah, make sure you're still subscribed because YouTube has been unsubscribing some people on channels. And then also just that bell. Just make sure you double tap it. You tap it once, you get some notifications for some reason. And you tap it twice, you're supposed to get all notifications. But what a knockout here from Patricio Pitbull. And again, I apologize for that, Chaos. I hope he's still here. I should not have said that like that. No, you were doing what's probably going to make you the most money over the long run, not picking a favorite fighter, and just that's how live betting is. You should play it live, and that's what you were doing. I'm good. Hey, good to see you in here, man. Mr. Mello.
He's a 3rd Bellator title in a 3rd weight class. He took a rise in fight on prohibitively short notice. He lost that one.
And here's an interesting thing too. Will they continue to have the Bellator MMA co-promotions now that it's PFL and Bellator? Will they bring them into this and have 3 promotions? Or at least co-promotions with PFL, Bellator, and Ryzen.
4 minutes and 7 seconds of round number 2. Declare your winner via TKO. And still, the Bellator Featherweight Champion, Patricio Pitbull.
All right, Patricio Pitbull Feirre getting it done with a knockout in the 3rd round. Pitbull is right up there with Michael Chandler. Brent Primus. I almost felt like all three of those guys could compete in the UFC. I agree. I would have loved to see Patricio, especially years back. Oh, he says he wants that super fight. He wants to take on the PFL champion. And he just said best 145 pounder in the world right here.
Featherweight champion of the world, Patricio Pitbull. My friend, that was a slow starting fight, but as soon as you released your punches, it was game over.
He's a very good opponent
I don't know much about Karl Moore at all, man.
in that left hand. I think I don't remember very well, but I just want to say only Jesus Christ
I know Corey Anderson's a big favorite in this one.
this week. I was without walking, and I pray, and God, if I have to do my job, please let me fight. But the victory is for you. Thank you very much.
You've already achieved so much in your career. What else is there left for you to achieve? What would you like to
He's a
achieve?
prize fighter. He's got money to make.
How many more fights left to come?
You know,
Yeah, this should have been the main event in my opinion. But it usually goes to the higher weights, and especially since this one's a vacant lightweight championship. So for those that don't know,
who is the best 145 on the planet?
the light heavyweight champion, God, I can't think of his name at the moment. He was a light heavyweight champion of Bellator. He vacated that title and moved up to heavyweight. God, what the hell is his name? You remember, Robert? I don't get why Bellator is being operated as a separate league. They should just combine the fighters from PFL and Bellator. That's what I thought at first too, but I mean, I don't know what they're doing here, but Bellator's got a lot of very good fighters. Nemkov, thank you, Vadim Nemkov. It's just so many fighters now. I draw blanks more than ever. I used to have just about every fighter was at the tip of my tongue. But there's so many guys now. No, Valentin Moldavsky, he fought for a championship, I think. But no, that's not his name. It was Vadim Nemkov. So thank you for that. All right, Corey Anderson has never touched gold. He fought for it in the UFC, of course, lost to, I believe it was Jan Blachowicz, right, that he lost that match to. He kind of got booted out of the UFC or received the release he asked for, however you want to look at it. Has gone to Bellator. He does have a victory over Ryan Bader, but it was not a title match at the weight class where Bader was a champion at the time. So it's interesting. This would be his first title. Karl Moore's 12-2, but the inky big man, only big man he's ever fought was Paul Craig back in 2015, and he lost. Great record, but Anderson's a big step up in competition for him. Thank you, Robert. Yes, Nemkov. So I seen you were talking about the analyst here for Bellator, and you were kind of shitting on her there, Robert. But she's not a normal analyst. That's your fighter. That's Liam McCourt. That's their, I believe she's their strawweight champion or former champion. Almost cheered against Corey Anderson after his celebration against Johnny Walker. I don't remember that. He got the knockout, and then he was like screaming. Oh yeah, he was screaming and talking about he was being disrespected, I think, that he hadn't gotten the title shot. I don't remember what else he said. I remember it was very controversial at the time. Patricio taking a little sip of somebody's beer there. Oh, they poured the rest of the beer on him. He takes a sip of beer and he pours the rest of the beer on him. He doesn't need beer poured on him. But this is one of the cool things about Bellator is they're still shaking all the hands of the fans, jumping in there.
With the world
Look at this. He was shaking everybody that wanted a handshake there. Security finally came in there. UFC doesn't do that anymore. Only big name, holy SF autocrat, right? What's up, Jared Clarke? Another great job, Mike. Hey, thanks for being in here, brother. I know who she is. I was just messing around. Comedy. Holy yes, I'm done. My life. Oh, that's hilarious, Craig. McCourt looks like a busted Pam Anderson after breast cancer. That's not very nice, Robert. It's just a little personal sauna here for Corey Anderson. That'd be nice. I want a little personal sauna. Corey Anderson making excuses as he generally does for his fight against Vadim Nemkov. But let me tell you, I think Corey Anderson gets it done tonight. I think he touches gold. Not making a recommendation on a bet here, though, of course, because I don't know much about Karl Moore. Let's look up Karl Moore, actually. We got the poll going here. Just 6 of you have voted so far, but 83% for Corey Anderson, 17% for Karl Moore. Let's bring up this matchup here. Corey Anderson, a minus 575 favorite. Now the odds have just continued to move in his direction. People keep putting more money down on him, but let's figure this out. Who is Karl Moore, and does he have a shot? All right. Excuse me there, guys. Sorry about that. That was nasty. All right. Let's bring this up here, though. Karl Moore, 32 years old, 6'2", 12 wins against 2 losses. It's 2 knockouts in his career. He has been knocked out once, 5 submissions, been submitted once, 5-0 in decisions. So if you're gonna wrestle out wrestle the wrestle effer. So I'm trying to swear less because I don't think YouTube likes it very much. But look at this record: 4 wins in a row. Biggest win here against Karl Albrechtsen. He's a former UFC guy, I believe, Bellator 285. Submission by Face Crank. Just a split decision win over Lee Chadwick. He's 4-0 since coming into Bellator, so that's probably why he's getting the shot here. Before that, he lost in his last fight in Cage Warriors, knocked out in 15 seconds to Mauro Cirillo. Had won 3 before that, and then way back in 2015, you see he was submitted by Paul Craig. And then just kind of all over the place. Did have 3 amateur fights as well. Won all of those by knockout. Not a lot of knockouts as a pro, though. Just 2 in 14 fights. So let's go to Mr. Corey Anderson. 34 years old. 17-6. 8 knockouts for Corey. No submissions in his career. I didn't realize that. He's also been knocked out 4 times, though. So a little bit of a kill or be killed, go out on your shield kind of guy. 9-2 in decisions. His last victory was a split decision win over Phil Davis. I did think he won that fight. Of course, lost a unanimous decision to Vadim Nemkov. That was the second time he fought him back to back. Of course, the first one, accidental clash of heads, but he went all 5 rounds with Vadim. which makes me think Karl Moore's probably not going to finish him. Before that, he knocked out Ryan Bader in 51 seconds. Wow. Defeated Dovletzon Shimaradov. That's my best guess at that name. TKO by punches and elbows. Before that, his first fight in Bellator, he fought a very, very old, out-of-shape, overweight Melvin Manhoff. Like, that is... Manhoff's 47 years old, guys. Look at this. Hasn't been in his prime for a million years. No. All right, let's break this and go to the tail of the tape. We are ready to go. Five rounds, light heavyweights on. They didn't put the tail of the tape up. That's weird. Okay. Court looks... Oh, man. Stop cheating on Liam McCord. What'd she ever do to you, man? Just one of those drunken talk, hella-esque kind of days. Great, let's go. Karl Moore's Chaos. Did you put money on him, Chaos? Tell me you didn't put money on Karl Moore. All right, Karl Moore, 4-fight winning streak, former Cage Warriors light heavyweight champion, and he has won 7 of 8. That sounds a lot more impressive than what I just showed you on SureDog. Paul Craig, the best worst fighter of all time, right? Is Mike Perry fighting him bare knuckle tonight? No, I would be covering if he's fighting bare knuckle tonight. He's fighting at Knuckle Mania, which I don't remember when it is, but it's either April or May. Damn, Robert going hard on Liam McCord. Did she turn you down for a date? All right, and representing America, here he comes, Corey Anderson. Oh, they didn't give the tail of tape yet because both guys weren't in the cage. I'll behave if you want to, Mike. I'll behave. No, you're good. All right, wins over 5 world champions. He is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. Ultimate Fighter 19 winner. Never touched world championship gold, though. I think he's got a great chance of getting it tonight. Now they're going to do the tail of the tape. I'm glad because I got to take a quick pee break, guys, and I don't want to leave during the main event. Right back. April. Thank you, Mr. Mello. So for live odds, for you guys that are snipers, if you can, if you're watching it and can hit that quickly, you would have gotten, I'll tell you, you could have gotten plus 300 at one time on the challenger and plus 200 on the champion, Patricio Pitbull. So, like if you'd have bet 100 on each of those, there's no way to lose. All right, let's go to the poll here. 9 of you voted, 89% for Corey Anderson. So we can end that poll. All right, out of the blue corner with a record of 12-2, representing Ireland, 5 submissions and 2 knockouts, Karl Moore. This is why he's getting this title shot here. He's from from Ireland. Do not bet on this guy. Professor Chaos. Don't bet on this guy. I know he's a plus 425. You seen her extremely large camel toe. Moose knuckle to me, that's so unattractive. Makes you look like... Oh, Jesus. All right, yeah, maybe simmer it down a bit, Robert. I'm not trying to lose my channel today. All right, out of the red corner with a record of 17-6, 8 wins coming by way of knockout. Former UFC title challenger, UFC, PFL, Bellator veteran, Corey Anderson. And Corey's going to try to stare him down. Remember when everybody said Corey Anderson had no power? But he knocked out Ryan Bader in 51 seconds. So maybe Ryan Bader's got no chin left. I don't know. But I expect this to be an interesting fight. Look at all the Karl Moore fans, though. This is definitely a Karl Moore crowd. They're going nuts for him. No need to apologize, man. Just don't want my my moderator saying things we might think about kicking other people out for. Good jab there from Corey to start the first round. And it's going to be interesting to watch the live odds on this. Corey Anderson minus 520, as I mentioned, plus 350 on Karl Moore. Good 1-2 there from Corey. Corey misses a big overhand right. Oh, nice left hook to the body. Right hand upstairs from Moore. Right hook to the body lands for Corey. Remember, Karl Moore, though, he doesn't really have knockout power. I mean, he hasn't knocked people out since he was an amateur. Good low leg kick there from Corey. Corey's never submitted anyone on the other side of that. Good 1-2 there from Moore. And Moore moves to a plus 325. Corey minus 475. Oh, good left hook there from Corey Anderson. And Corey continuing to push that jab out there. Lands a good straight right to the body. Oh, faked, dropping levels there. Lands a nice uppercut, but there's a combination from Moore, and they clinch. Moore moving to just a plus 250. Corey Anderson to a minus 345. Oh, good overhand right from Corey. And there's a left hook right up on the temple from Corey Anderson. Oh, Moore lands a big shot, and these odds are they're getting closer to even. Good body kick from Karl Moore, and an overhand right, left hook to the body. Right hand upstairs from Karl Moore. Corey Anderson catches that body kick. Corey Anderson just minus 150. Take it, Chaos, right now. Minus 150 on Corey Anderson. Jump on that shit like you are looking to save your life, and then put a little more money every time you get close to that. Good 1-2 there from Moore. That would have been my advice, is to take Corey Anderson to that minus 150. And then after that, every time you see him close to that, put a little more money on it. And Corey Anderson gets the takedown, and he is back up to a minus 425 favorite. Just like that, you got to be that quick on the live betting. All right, Corey Anderson on top with the ground and pound here on Moore. I don't know what Corey Anderson by submission would get you, but imagine he gets his first submission here, and I could see it tonight. I bet the odds were astronomical. Very, very rarely bet live in round one. I hear you, Chaos. See, my thinking of that is in round one betting, though, is if I got a favorite that I think's going to win, anytime I can get good odds on them, like, I'm going to jump on it. That's how I live bet baseball, and I made about $5,000 during last baseball season. So I think that's my. I think baseball is probably my bread and butter, though. See, Corey Anderson's all the way up to minus 810 now. You need to be more disciplined than me, though. I can't bet live on my computer. I can only bet at the casino. So, dude, if I could bet live anytime on my computer, I'd probably be broke in the learning curve. 1 minute left in the first round. I feel like I've learned a lot in the last year, but I would have lost my ass learning it. All right, see, Corey Anderson all the way up to a minus 1,050 now. Now plus 600 money on Karl Moore. It might look okay. Corey Anderson in half mount here. 30 seconds left in the first. $20 seconds. And I think it's just a math game when it comes to that live odds sometimes. Like right now, plus 600 on Karl Moore. So say you take Corey Anderson minus 200. You bet $200 to win 100. Now you throw $20 down on, well, what would you take? What would it take? $35 down at plus 600. So that's going to be 100. That's going to be just over $200. So you hedged your bet there. So if I'm doing my math correctly, if you got both of those, if Corey Anderson won or if Karl Moore won, basically you break even. If Corey Anderson won, you would win, $75, $80. So it seems like it might be possible to get a for sure thing on the live odds, though. Sometimes, like I said, not a for sure thing like on either fighter or whatever, but I mean, if you can get good plus money on both fighters at one time or another, like you can make money. You can make money on either side of it. Say you get plus 250. I've seen fights where each fighter has been plus 250 or worse too. Never bet on anything. Maybe we'll try soon before Vegas. Only bet a few live bet per card. I really wait for my spot. That's how I play poker. Very conservative. Good body kick there from Moore. No, I think you're much more experienced in the gambling chaos. I should probably listen more to you. I just like picking fights. Baseball, I feel like I'm decent at baseball. And Corey Anderson just drags Moore to the ground with the single leg there in half mount. Except cards and roulette, but that isn't sports betting. Oh, and Moore able to get up quickly, but look at the guillotine attempt here from Corey Anderson. I don't know what the odds are on Corey Anderson by submission, but man, if you were able to get that, method of victory is not available on live betting. Corey Anderson minus 720. Wow. And now Karl Moore working on a guillotine. And he's a plus 450 at the moment. Corey's sweating like a snitch at a gangster party. All right, guys. Corey Anderson 2 for 4 on the takedowns. 320 left in the second round. Corey Anderson looking to win his first world championship in a major organization. Another poker player. All right. What's up, Ziggy? Hey, so Ziggy, Professor Chaos, answer for me. Is there a place that we could all go and play poker online? Like a good place? Because I'd be interested in doing like some Fights with Friends tournaments or something. And Corey pushing Moore up against the fence here, landing a good knee to the body. We don't need to see another clinching match, though. Good shoulder strike to the chin there from Corey. We got that earlier in our number one contenders match. Good right hook from Corey Anderson. Dad taught me how to play cards at the age of 6. Poker Stars. You can create a private game. All right, I'm going to download that right now so I don't forget. Are you interested in playing some poker with us? Anybody? All right, I'm gonna download it now, and I'm gonna check this out later. Because if I don't, I'll forget. You guys know this. I've still forgot to send Robert his video game out. I'm sorry, Robert. Please forgive me. It's still sitting in my drawer. I swear it exists, though. All right, I'm installing Poker Stars right now. Okay, it is done. So thanks for that. I'm interested. All right. Good stuff, man. All right, and they break back to the center of the cage. Do you have a Twitter account, Chaos? You can message me over on Twitter or Facebook. But I'm Seattle Mike at Fights W Friends on Twitter. Cousin is bugging me. When are we going to play a game? Nice. Oh, yes, I believe something like Poker Bros is another one that may have some private games. We would have to play chips, then pay out real money through Cash App or something. I'm already following you on Twitter. I thought you were, Chaos. Awesome. All right, yeah. Give me a message. We'll try to set up a time. I'm always down to play. Message me too, Ziggy. 5-card drawer, Texas Hold'em. Played both in a poker league for years. Hey, maybe we'll make a Poker with Friends channel. No. I do love poker, but I don't know enough about it to run a channel, I guess. All right, let's go to the corner of Karl Moore, who is currently getting dominated by Corey. No, they're just going to let us listen to music. We can't actually hear. Who would want to listen to the fighters and commentary? Why not just listen to music that we can literally listen to any time we open up YouTube now? What a poor decision. Guys, who won round 2? I missed it. Corey. It was worth missing. Well, I don't know. I guess I wasn't paying a lot of attention. Karl Moore he's just a plus 200 now. So I guess I don't know. Did you watch the entire round and pay attention, Robert? I was in the chat. This might be becoming a fight here. All right, round 3. I don't know if it's a round apiece, but odds are much closer right now. Oh, good body kick from Moore, but Corey Anderson immediately gets the takedown and goes to half mount. Just like that, Mike. There are plenty of YouTube poker channels you can learn from. I got to learn how to do mine, I guess. I mean, I like to think I'm like pretty good at playing poker. But yeah, I really like poker, and I know a lot of people are very into it. All right, Corey Anderson in the full guard of Moore now. Karl Moore is a plus 400 underdog now. So you never know where these odds are going to go. Good elbow from the top there from Corey. Playing in person is the best. I love to play in person. I love, like, I went and played blackjack at the casino for, I don't know, about an hour a couple weeks ago. That was a freaking blast. Problem was, the casino I go to for sports betting, they have a push. They have a push on 22. I can't remember what it is they call it, but if the dealer gets 22, it's an automatic push. Unless you have a blackjack, no matter what it is, it's a push. And that was really annoying. There were some advantages, like you got 1.5 times on blackjack. You got a free split. So, like, you bet 100 on one and say you get a split, you get a free bet on the other. Oh, look at this. Karl Moore's got... he had the armbar there. I thought he had it. Wow. That was very close for Karl Moore. And the odds did not move. He is still at plus 300 as he just about pulled off that armbar. Man, and odds heating up and freezing up here for a minute on DraftKings. I bet you there was a lot of plus 300 money coming in on Karl Moore for just a moment. DraftKings suspended betting for just a few seconds there, which happens during fights. So Corey Anderson getting a little warning there from the referee. Yeah, push on 22. So if the dealer gets 22, it's a push. And I didn't like that PBR. I've never seen that or heard of that anywhere else. But it's on in Marysville on the Tulalip, on the big casino in the Tulalip tribe. They have a push on 22. And yeah, I did not like it. Also, like Go card game. Nice. That push takes away any advantage you have, and I wouldn't play that. Do they have Trip Green 0 on roulette too? I've never played roulette, so I don't know. All right, 1:30 left in the third. But yeah, I'm going to look for another casino to play blackjack because I did not like that at all. All right, and there, back up. Good right hands from Corey Anderson up against the fence here. 110 left here in the third. Karl Moore is at plus 200 at the moment. Minus 270 on Corey Anderson. I would put more money on Corey Anderson right now at minus 270. I think he's going to win this fight. Right now, I've been trying to learn Baccarat. Only double zeros. So, like I said, I think it was called Bahama Blackjack, and it was a push on 22, but you get like I said, you get a free split. So if you split, you have the same cards, like two aces or something. You put down 100 on the first card, they cover your free bet. You get a free bet on that. You get 1.5 times for blackjack, and then you get a free double down. And I believe it's on with an ace showing. Oh, big left hand there from Moore. And there's another left hook from Karl Moore. Look at this. This money almost even now. Big body kick from Karl Moore. He goes for the takedown. Corey Anderson looking for the guillotine. Can't get it. Wow, Karl Moore just barely plus money. A plus 120 at the moment. Corey Anderson minus 150. Wow. Yeah, I like I said, I would have taken Corey Anderson at minus 200, and every time I could get better odds than that, I would take it again. But I don't know, maybe Karl Moore pulls this off. It looks like he might have won that last round. Probably not, though. I think probably got a little overexcited by the armbar. I think most likely Corey Anderson's probably up 3 rounds to 0 here. I can take 20 and win 200 in about 30 minutes playing roulette. Did it twice in my life. Hey, go to the casino, win you some money to go to Vegas. So if you can turn 20 into 200, that means you can turn 200 into 2,000. It's just math. I mean, Moore landed the better strikes this round. Anderson is just holding him. He looks weird on the feet, Anderson. He always does. He's a very awkward striker. MGM has the fight. Lockout for live also. It's not locked out now. Minus 250 on Corey Anderson at the moment, plus 190 for Karl Moore. There's a good right hook for Corey Anderson, who, like I said, I think he's won every round. I think Corey's won every round. Good left hook there from Corey. Good straight right from Moore. And Moore catches that body kick attempt from Corey. There's a good one, too, from Moore. And if Moore won the last round and he wins this one, though, could come down to the fifth and final. And Corey Anderson's shooting. He's got the single leg. He has such a powerful takedown. And yeah, he pulls Moore to the ground one more time here. That's 4 takedowns on 7 attempts for Corey Anderson. No takedowns for Moore. And Anderson on top with half mount. He's got to start raining down some of these elbows. And Corey in half mount, just not doing a lot. There's a good left elbow. Moore tying him up here, though. I know Corey would really like to do some damage here from the top and not just hold position. There's another short elbow from Corey. 2 more elbows for Anderson. He's just, whether he finishes or not, he's adding up points. And Corey back to a minus 298 favorite, plus 220 for Karl Moore. Excalibur across the street from MGM has the MGM Sportsbook machine, plus a room with huge screen TVs. Wasn't really crowded when I was there, and it was a big UFC event that weekend. It's right next. Excalibur is right next door. Well, I think me and PBR, I think we want to go to a busy place with a lot of fans, though. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out for UFC 300, but it would be nice to be like outside of the stadium. Oh, good left hook there from Moore to hobnob with the fans for the weekend. Good left hand there from Corey Anderson. And you never know. We talk to enough people, PBR. Maybe somebody decides they can't go and we pick up a cheap ticket for UFC 300. Good left hand there for Corey. Oh, and there's a good left hook for Moore. And Anderson immediately shoots again and gets the takedown. Moore getting up in round 4. Respect. And Corey in side control here, though. Minute and a half left here in the 4th. Can literally go out through side door from sportsbook areas and see the arena. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, so maybe that's where we'll go then. Thank you, Robert. I didn't quite understand what you were talking about. I'm a little slow sometimes. No, just a lot going on here. All right, 1 minute left in this 4th round. The most interesting thing about this fight has been to watch the odds. Oh, big knee there from Corey, though. And Corey hanging on to a leg with 45 seconds left. I mean, he's just trying to keep Karl Moore from being able to do anything. And he's doing a damn decent job of it. Yep, you never know. That's why I suggest this place closer. Sportsbook spot right next door to Arena. I know PBR's been to Vegas and kind of knows what's going on, though. So I'm going to kind of follow your lead a little bit when we get there, PBR. Good knee to the body from Corey. 7 says, more as a dog. He definitely is. He's kept himself in this fight. He's a tough SOB. I think a lot of these fights would be better and go longer probably if they got a smaller freaking cage. I don't know how. Does anybody know how big this cage is in Bellator? But it has always looked significantly bigger than the UFC cages to me. Karl Moore needs a finish. Let's go, Moore. Did you put any money down on anybody, Chaos? As far as the poker too, I don't know if I'm allowed to bet live money in poker games here in Washington. I might be able to because people have card rooms here and they don't have to be on the reservation they have forever. So maybe we can online. I don't know. No money. I hear you, Chaos. That can be a problem. And Karl Moore trying to hype up this crowd here. And he's got him going here before the 5th round, but he needs a finish. All right, 5 minutes. Can Karl Moore do it? Wish I could be there, but I'll be in Vegas hopefully June 25th to 30th for International Fight Week and World Stars of Poker. Nice. Good left hook there from Moore. Maybe I'll be back for that. We'll see. I got to talk to the wife. Oh, big overhand right from Corey, and there's another right hand right behind it, and he's going to sweep Moore off of his feet and go right into Moore's guard here. 4:20 left in this fight. And I imagine those live odds have got to be getting real big for Corey now. Minus 920, plus 550 for Karl Moore. I kind of doubt I'll be able to be back there in June, but if something comes up where I run across some extra money somehow, Ziggy, I'll try to be there. All right, 3:45 left in this fight, and Corey Anderson, he maxed out at over minus 1,000 now. Well, you can still take plus 600 on Karl Moore, but I would not suggest it. All right, Moore back to his feet. He's plus 800 now. I'd take him, that's 8-1. I might take him at 20-1. You give me plus 2,000 with 3 minutes. I don't even know if I'd take it at up 20-1 though. There's better bets to make for 20-1. Definitely better bets to make for 8-1, I feel. There's a good left hand from Moore. Right hand lands for Corey. 3 minutes left in this fight. Moore going for the head kick, blocked by Corey. And Corey shoots for the takedown and gets it quickly. I mean, just no tell on that takedown either. He didn't show that it was coming at all. And now Moore's at plus 1,500, minus 4,000 on Corey. But, man, just Corey Anderson, like he's got this, right? Crazy for a 205 with no 5-round experience. Moore always gets up. Yeah, he's definitely got some potential. And he was the younger guy, as I mentioned. I mean, he fought with a lot of heart tonight. He had some good moments. Corey's got to be careful with the head there. See, he's leaning that head in like Evander Holyfield. Oh, that might have been a little headbutt. The referee's got to talk to him again. Corey getting... Yeah, and he is. He's going to pull him up. He might take a point away. I think he did. So he's not taking away a point, but he's telling him he's going to lose his position. Because, yeah, Corey Anderson, he kept leading with his head, and he's just barely, he's skirting that rule. Oh, nice 1-2 there from Moore. And I agree with that. Oh, big left hook there from Moore. I agree with that, though. Taking Corey Anderson out of the position, I might have taken a point away as well. Good right hook to the body there from Corey. And there's another right hook. Honestly, I would have taken a point away. That's the second time he's had to talk to him about leading with the head on the ground. He's basically headbutting him. He's basically like, I'm not headbutting him. And then, like, here's Karl Moore's head. And he's like, not headbutting him. Not headbutting him. Well, your head is rubbing up against his head. Technically, that's a headbutt. All right, 50 seconds left in this fight. I'm surprised this fight's still on the board. Plus 3,000. So you can get 30-1 odds on Karl Moore now, but don't take it. 40-1. I wouldn't take it. All right, could you imagine, though, 40-1, Karl Moore gets a knockout with 30 seconds left. And there's a flying knee from Moore, and Anderson's going to catch him, though. Corey's going to catch him and take him right back down. And that's going to be the end of that. But a great effort for Karl Moore. All right, I'm going to go over to, UAB and San Diego State. 51 seconds left, 3-point game. San Diego State up 66-63. That's an interesting one. I put a little bit of underdog money on UAB at the 12 seed too. Not much, but I think it's like, I put up $20. Marquette defeating Western Kentucky at the moment. 2 seed over 15, 78-65. UConn whooping Stetson as they should be, 37-10. Clemson up on New Mexico, 36-23. No underdogs leading at the moment. Next games start at 1:15 and 1:30. Wait, why is this? Oh, this is not updated. Sorry, guys. I don't know why this didn't update. Oh, Yale Auburn's a 1-point game. Excuse me, 73-72. 57 seconds left in that one. Colorado and Florida is close. 97-92 Colorado with 1:18 left in that one. So Colorado's winning. I got money on that one too. Beautiful. Number 3, Baylor defeated number 14. Colgate, 92-67. San Diego State did survive against UAB, 69-65, so I lost that one. Marquette defeated Western Kentucky, 87-69. Clemson over New Mexico. Number 6 over 11, 77-56. UConn defeated Stetson, that number 1 over the 16, 91-52. Next game's up in 10 minutes, Texas A&M and Nebraska. That's a 8 and 9 seed, but we got Vermont and Duke at 4:10. That's where we're going to go to start out. So 20 minutes, we'll be live on Mike's Sports Experience on the other channel for Vermont and Duke. What's up, Frankie? Random, but we do that here. Thinking Gano might end up like Reyes. They beat the best in the world, then their career goes to S. I don't know about that, man. I don't think so. I really wouldn't compare him to Reyes. Some of those rounds have been a little close. Yeah, we could. Could we get some funny cards? Dude, he is in Ireland. He's an Ireland guy in Ireland. All right, here we go. Okay, that's pretty obvious. 249.46 is in a 50.45. And I really wish I would have been betting this one live because there was a lot of money to be made on Corey Anderson. As I mentioned there for a moment, he almost became plus money. And I didn't feel like he was ever in danger in this fight.
One of these two men had to ascend tonight, and the grinding wrestling performance of Corey Anderson gets the job done.
All right, and Corey Anderson is the new Bellator light heavyweight champion of the world. He's been waiting on gold for a long time. It eluded him in the UFC. Got that championship bout against Jan Blachowicz that many people thought he was going to win. It got knocked out by Blachowicz. Now he gets gold in Bellator. Let's give him his time. Damn, never mind. Got wrecked.
First feeling we getting the belt was, yes, sir, we finally did it. Mama, we made it. We didn't quit. We got here. Frankie Edgar, Nick Tone, Ricardo Omega, Mark Henry. Here's your guys since tough 19.
He is missing some teeth.
I believed in myself. But in the second feeling, like, I'm glad I got it. I want to put on a better performance. But I thank the Lord for letting me get here and get this belt, achieve my goal. And the team, my family, my wife, my parents, my best friend, Frankie Feirre, that made it out here just to work out with me in the back is a true blessing. I'm eternally grateful for everybody.
So you're now the guy with the targets on his back. Does that change things for you?
Corey Anderson finally with a belt.
You're the defending champion. Everyone's coming for you.
What's next year? By next year, Francis will be fine for PFL. Making no money. He's getting well over $2 million a fight. Like Ngannou took serious brain damage last fight. It's just one fight. I don't think so. Place emptied out fast. Yeah, well, they wanted more to win.
We got it, but overtime is not satisfied. We got more work to do and more names to beat.
Congratulations, my friend. That was a spectacular performance. Ladies and gentlemen, your champion, Corey Anderson.
All right, Corey Anderson. That sounds kind of weird, but he is the new Bellator light heavyweight champion. And a lot of cheers for this man, Karl Moore. He showed a lot of heart, but lost, if not every round, everyone but one. Patricio Pitbull Feirre defends his belt by third-round knockout today over Jeremey Kennedy. That was a good one. We had a tremendous knockout, though, by Manoel Sousa. And if you guys haven't seen that, I would encourage you to look at that real quick. Let me throw the link up to that real quick before you guys go. Anybody that hasn't seen it, like, this is it was one hit, lights frigging out. All right, there's the link to that one. Cricket Ziggy. Ngannou just faced one of the best boxers in the world. I wouldn't count him out just yet. That's one thing I'll never get about fight fans. One loss, and people think you're done, right? Congrats to Corey. UFC wouldn't have given him that opportunity. Dana thought he was a boring fighter. Dana might have been right, but he's champion in Bellator. Yeah, not too many Corey fans, right? Vanderlei got Crow Comp kicked, and it effed up his career. Oh, that's true. We'll see, man. One knockout usually doesn't do it. Tyson Fury also took vicious shots in 3 fights going down multiple times against Deontay Wilder, and he looks like he's in the best shape of his life. So I don't know. We'll see how he does against Usyk. Always been a huge Corey fan. American wrestling, baby. You're the only Corey fan I've ever met, Robert. Maybe, though.
Like Karl Moore. Fair play to Karl Moore, who continued to battle back, give himself chances. But Anderson.
All right, guys. I'm going to go because 15 minutes from now, we're going to go over to Mike's Sports Experience, and we're going to run NCAA. We got Duke in Vermont, number 13 versus a 4 seed. You can watch along on CBS or Paramount for those gambling degenerates out there. Duke's a 12.5-point favorite. As always, I love you, I respect you, and I'll see your fine asses very